Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi. How are we doing? We're ready? Everybody ready? I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about that. Hi. How's everybody doing? You guys ready to chit chat? Great. How am I? We're great. We're great. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're like a 5.5 if we're doing scales. We're not going to do like the Horizon social chart, but we're going to get through it. Hi. Okay. So, two things. Um, you can hear me, everything is fine. I'm assuming everybody can hear me, correct? Okay. And then number 2, share this so other people know that I'm doing this. Okay. We're not even gonna waste any time. Your time is very valuable. Hi. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see. Let's deal with that for a minute. Let's say hi to everybody first. I have my YouTube on over here, so I can see everything here. Hi to everybody. Okay, I see everything. Okay, we're good. Okay, first of all, thanks for being here. First. Second of all, um, we aren't glam tonight because one of the first side effects of my daughter moving out is she took all her makeup with her. And so we only have my own makeup. I think she inadvertently took my brow pencil, that's gone. The good bronzer I use, gone. The white powder I put under my eye, gone. So everything I'm using is just we're Julie and I are going to have a talk if we can share custody of the makeup. And so we have a different face on today. The red lipstick is here, but without the tan or the bronzer, it kind of doesn't look right. So we're doing a very natural glam tonight. Okay. All right. So we're going to do a couple of things different tonight. First and foremost, there is no show and tell, and there is no unboxing. The main reason for both of those things is it's just been a week. Okay. And so we're going to have to get over that. But we don't have either one of those things. Now, I did receive some packages in the mail today and yesterday and the day before yesterday. And one of the packages was very heavy and I couldn't carry it with me today because I was by myself. Jeff's not here and the kids are working. And so I didn't want it to be left out because I know what it is. Um, because the bestie who sent it to me messaged me and showed me a picture of it. And they sent me a very extravagant, luxurious, heavy Dutch oven. And I'm not really sure what to think about that. And because I couldn't carry it and everything else, I decided to leave all of the packages at home and save it for Saturday so that it can come here and it can be a part of the unboxing. I didn't want to bring the other boxes and not bring the Dutch oven. And so it stayed at home and all of them stayed at home for that reason. So there's that. As far as the show and tell is concerned, let's talk about how I do show and tell. I walk around the house and things that catch my eye. And for a minute, I think, does this have a story that I want to tell? And I have not left my room for the past couple of days. And so I haven't been walking around. I have this thing like I don't know, it's a thing I carry all the show and tell things with, and I leave it empty in the living room, dining room area. And as I find an item for show and tell, I drop it in for the week. And because I wasn't moving around the house and I wasn't doing anything, I didn't have anything for show and tell. So I didn't bring anything. So there's that. Okay. So we're no show and tells and no unboxings. Just some programming notes. We do have Saturday, but we're going to be done early this Saturday. We're doing 9 to 12. And the reason for that is Julia and her fiance are having like a tasting of wedding food on Saturday at their venue, and they asked the moms to go. So myself and Aiden's mom get to go with them, and we're going to go try all of the dishes and the food and the cake and things. And so I've got to be ready by like 12:30. They're going to pick me up here from the studio, and we're going to head down to the venue and um That's that. So that's Saturday. So listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat any of this. It is been a really rough, not only couple of days, but a really bad day today. One of the things I'm going to share is, and I'm not really sure how to do this, and I've thought about it this pretty much the whole day. I called TT a few minutes beforehand, before the show, which is why I was a minute late to talk to her about this. And so I'm not really sure how to do it. I will not cry in this episode. Absolutely not. So we won't be doing that. But Erin is not here tonight, and I don't think she's going to be here any longer. I would say that is a very informal situation that occurred over the past couple of days. And I could have just said Erin wasn't here tonight, but then on Saturday, I would have said like Erin's not here again. And then I think all of you would have turned around and you would have been like, well, she wasn't being honest with us on Wednesday, right? And so I have to tell you today, because what else am I going to do? I can't not tell you today, and then, you know what I mean? So that's just how it is. So, um, so I asked Erin what she wanted me to say, and she said, "Say whatever you want." I don't really know how to do that. Um, Erin is just really not very happy with how I've handled the situation this week. Primarily, that I canceled my show on Monday. And I think it really relates to she spends a lot of her free time doing the show with me. And me quitting and giving up on Monday and not doing my show really put things in perspective for her, that she is spending a lot of time doing the show and I'm not really giving it my all. And so why should she, rightfully so, spend any of her free time if I'm not giving this 100%? And I 100% understand that she's saying that. I really wish she wasn't saying it to me today, after the week. But everybody has problems and I'm no different. And so I'm going to give a little backstory about this, and explain a couple of things, because no matter what is going on in my life, I would have shared it here anyway. So, no matter what. And so this can't be an exception. I'm not going to share everything, but I think I will honor Erin in the best possible way and just be honest with parts of this, and, you know, just try to work through this. I don't really know. So, and for anybody that's worried, I do have somebody that is going to be here to walk me out. So there's that. So listen, for those of you who don't listen to 24 on 24 and you just catch this show, you maybe missed a couple of things this week. I did do 2 morning shows yesterday. I did 3. I did Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right? I think. So listen, I'm not going to get too much in detail with what's been going on, but there was a video that Kate Peter, well, I didn't know if Kate Peter made it or not, but Kate Peter posted it here on X. Okay. If you're watching on X, it was posted here on X. I don't know if Kate Peter is on Facebook. I don't know if she's on Instagram. I don't really have any idea, but she put up a video and it was basically taking, and we've talked about this at length. This show is actually as a result of like talking this out. Bunny After Dark and the conversations I had when I had this show as they relate to sex and women and strippers and OnlyFans and porn and all of those things. I did a show about that like four years ago during COVID, and people in politics like to resurrect that show, take clips from that show, and then put it together and frame it as such, where I'm not a good enough Republican. Nobody should be happy that I'm endorsing them. I shouldn't talk about politics because I'm not a good enough Republican because I've talked to strippers and, talk about porn or whatever, right? So in an effort to kind of like take the power away from these people, I talked about it and people were like, oh, you should bring Bunny After Dark back. And then this is what you get. Now, we haven't really delved into like sex and all of those things, but we certainly we slum it here on Wednesdays, right? And we talk how we want and we say whatever we want. So this is the space for that. It's not Saturday, and it's definitely not the Monday show. It's the Saturday show. And it's the Wednesday show, right? And so we talk about also plenty of times using words that people use to hurt us. And if we use them and we embrace them, then they have no power when somebody calls us those things, right? So, um, this show started to just kind of take that back. So anyway, Kate posts this video and it goes on X and it really doesn't get any traction. It doesn't go anywhere. And the only people who actually said anything negative about it were either bots, fake profiles, or people I don't know. And so I'm just being honest with you. My hair is like all over the place. So it's like, it didn't sting. Okay. It didn't even bother me at all. That's the only way I can say it. It was like, for a second and then I was like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it didn't bother me. Also on Twitter, you don't have groups where you can share it. It just kind of lives on Kate Peters' profile. If somebody retweets it, like it is what it is, but like it's just there, okay? It's been there for 2 months and it didn't really have any impact. It also never crossed over to Facebook or Instagram or anything else. So on Sunday, I was grocery shopping or heading to Market Basket and with Jeff, and I got a notification that Kayla Churchill, who is in the Republican Party, she's my state committee woman, and I would say like a political adversary of mine because of things that have happened over the past couple of years with us. She took that video from Kate Peters' page and posted it on her page with this rant about me. Okay. And I would say it was unprovoked, but as a target or a political person or a public figure, I don't necessarily need to provoke anybody. I'm out here. And so it happens. So on Sunday, she posted it on Facebook and I got pretty stressed out right away. I was on my way into the market and I started to get like real anxiety and real nervous. And I don't know why at first, I didn't know why it affected me so much worse when she shared it than when Kate Peter shared it. Kate Peter has far more reach. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why, but it bothered me more. Now, today, a couple days later, I figured out why. I know why, but at the time I was just very stressed. And I don't know how to explain it other than I had a lot of anxiety and I was very stressed out. And so I really pushed through it and I tried really hard on Sunday to just kind of stay focused and stay at home and cook and whatever and kind of stay off my phone as much as I can. But by Sunday night and Monday morning, um, it was pretty much all I could do my phone was just blowing up. And it was very reminiscent of when Aiden wrote that story about me 5 years ago. Random people who normally wouldn't message me were sending me screenshots of it. Older people, senior citizens. A lot of people were messaging me. Oh, did you see this? Oh, this is yikes. You know, like lots of like people meaning well, but also like at the same time, I'm getting messages from people like how bad it is. Not only did she post it, but she tagged people that I know, people in my Republican town committee, my friend Stephanie's dad. She tagged the president. She tagged Maura Healey. And then on top of it, she shared it in multiple groups on Facebook. So town groups, city groups, the grew up in Fall River groups, everywhere. There is a flying hair. Shared it everywhere. And very similar to what happened 5 years ago with the Turtle Boy story. I knew it was going to go crazy. I knew that's why I got upset because I knew it was going to reach a lot of people I knew and people that knew my family and my kids. And this is not like a video making fun of my weight, which I can handle, or my jacked teeth. I can also handle this too. It's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Because it's taken out of context. I mean, I swear to God, I don't even want to talk about this, but like the video talks about like sex, right? From the show. And then it adds like some political stuff to it. Like I had a guy message me like asking my advice about like him and his wife in his bedroom, which I don't think was true. But like it's that kind of reaction. And then it goes everywhere. And then I had people messaging me and my phone wouldn't stop. And it just got really intense. And I knew I was a blubbering mess on Monday. I was crying. I was like, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I feel like I can't handle this. I feel like maybe I deserve this, but then I know I don't. Like it was just getting to be just like a lot. And I also knew it was going to get worse. I know how this goes. I've lived through it already once. And so I will try to catch up on comments in a few. So I went into my mom group chat. I think I shared a screenshot, and I don't know if I did that first or I did my early morning live um, around the same time. I went into my group chat, my mom group chat. I sent a screenshot of it, and it was basically just to alert them, like in case they didn't know, which I think at that point a lot of them had or whatever. Maybe not, maybe they didn't. I just knew it was going to get bad. And I basically said, I think I just need some time to figure this out. And I left the group chat. I've never left the mom group chat before. I made the group chat. I cultivated it years ago. And so I left because two reasons. The first is over the past couple of months, because I'm doing this show, I haven't been as present in the group chat as I used to be. I used to, if one of the moms sent something, I'd react to it. I'd like co-conspire on things. Like I'd really get into it. But for the past, I would say 4 or 5 months, I haven't been as present. I'm still there, but I miss a lot. And I'm definitely didn't feel like I was connecting with them a lot. And I also, in my opinion, I thought that they would definitely understand that. Like I'm busy or whatever. And I don't think anybody took it personally. Um, and because of that, I didn't want to like come in there and be like, oh, I need you now. Like maybe you needed me for the past couple months and now I need you, right? I didn't want to burden. I keep saying the word burden, but I really felt like I was a burden to them. And then the other piece of it is, how many fucking times can I come to my mom group chat and be like, oh, well, this is going on viral on Facebook, or, oh, I got another court case, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why, but I was just kind of fucking feeling like shit. You know what I mean? And so I didn't want to bother them. That's how I felt about it. And so I removed myself from the group chat. Monday, I was down pretty bad. Monday was a bad day. I stayed in bed most of the day. I got out of my room and I went into Julia's room to pack up some clothes that I knew she needed. And I picked up Georgia from school. I came back. I went back to bed. I stayed off my phone. I scrolled on Instagram for a long time because that's like my safe space and like it's all happy stuff. And I built that algorithm brick by brick. And so I know I wasn't going to see anything or whatever, and muted my phone for the most part. And that's it. I picked up one call from a woman named Rita who called me, and I don't know why, I just picked it up, and I listened to her talk about like why she follows me and what she thinks about. And it was a really great conversation and I appreciated it very much. I got many, many text messages. I got people sending me edible arrangements. I had people messaging me. I knew people were reaching out to check on me, but I'm just going to be honest with you. I wasn't really in a good place. And I don't really know how else to say that other than like it was pretty dark. Okay. And so that was Monday. On Tuesday, I said, we're going to try this again. And I got up and I did my morning live. I was starting to work through things. I was feeling a little better, but not 100% because there was another post and that got sent to me again. And that was that. Just yesterday was just an okay day. It wasn't great. I was online a little bit. I tried to work and write a little bit. I wasn't feeling really great. Whatever. You know what I mean? I wasn't feeling really that great. Um, Heading into today, I knew we had Money After Dark and I knew I wasn't going to cancel. I canceled the Monday show and I'm going to talk about why in the best, most honest way that I can. But I knew I wasn't going to cancel this one. I knew there was no way I was canceling it. Even if I sat here and cried in my pajamas, I was still going to do this. I would do it from my bed. I was not canceling the show. So I woke up early this morning, and actually early overnight to a bunch of notifications that someone was trying to change my password on Facebook, get into my X account and my Instagram account. And like I said this morning on my spaces or whatever, like two-factor authentication is very important. I'm pretty crazy about my passwords on those platforms. And so now I got that stress of people getting into my stuff and if somebody breaches and what they'll see. And I have a lot of sources and I have a lot of people who work at jobs that tell me things and give me information. And I worry that people would know. Maybe somebody works for a state agency and they're telling me stuff. You know, like we've all seen how it happened with Aiden, people getting caught up and jammed up and stuff. And was worried about that. Amongst other things, nobody wants anybody going through their shit. And so I had a lot of anxiety around those messages I was getting overnight, those emails coming through and text messages. Here's the code, that you asked for. And I was like, I didn't fucking ask for a code. So I wake up this morning and I'm like, I think I'm going to do this. And I messaged Erin and I'm thinking I might have the show tonight, feeling it out or whatever. And I'm going to skip over all of this, but ultimately throughout the conversations I had with Erin via text and then in the group chat, she gave me some feedback, which she has every right to do. And I disagree with her on it. And that's it. I disagree with it. And that's it. I think Erin really means well. And I think that she is trying to push me to do more and do better. She, did mention that I let thousands of people down by not doing my show on Monday. And that brings me to the next part of this, which is I don't know about other content creators. Okay. I don't watch any of them except Aiden. I watched Auntie Deb now. But I've watched a few here and there. So so So, um, I'm not saying I put on a face and I put on like a personality when I come on here. And if TT's in the chat, I'm sure she'll tell you how am here is pretty close to how I am in real life. But in order for me to like be here and to do this, I need to have a certain headspace about me. The first headspace I have to have is I have to have uber confidence to be here. It gets a little daunting to see, you know, I see 1,500 people right now on here. That's daunting to me because I run through what kind of people are watching: haters, people who like me, people who maybe want to like do business with me. Like I worry about that. If I start thinking about that, I need to be uber confident when I come in here. And the perfect example of that is when I came into the show, when somebody brought up in the chat my it's saying it's having trouble on my Facebook, so we'll remove it. Sorry if there's going to be a delay for a second. So, when somebody like mentioned my repo, because I have clarity, because I'm feeling confident, I was able to 100% speak to that story from a place of like humor and balls and like, you know what I mean? So like I need to be okay to do this, because if I'm not okay, what's going to happen is a bad show is going to get memorialized and pushed out everywhere. And so for me, I have to be in this certain headspace. And by the way, in order for me to get in front of this camera and turn this on and put myself on, I have to push out a lot of other stuff that's going on. I have to push out an argument with my husband. I have to push out not having a lot of money this week. I have to push out all of the things you and everybody else have to deal with. I push those things out so I can come here and I can put on a show that you think is worth watching and that you want to invest in and you want to enjoy. And it's got to be good. And it can't be shit and it can't be fake and I can't have low energy and I can't suck because I'm just not doing it. And so I've got to be in the right headspace. I was nowhere even fucking close to being in the right headspace on Monday to start a new fucking show, like at all. I was barely in the right headspace to do it without what happened, but I was going to do it. But if I'm not in the right headspace, I'm not in the right headspace to do it. I didn't quit. I didn't give up. I was just like, I'm not fucking doing it today. Not doing it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be on here talking about gubernatorial candidates and Amy Carnevale from the Mass GOP and have people in the chat dropping links to a video of me, like, talking about like porn. Like I was just like, no, maybe next week by then it'll all dry up and nobody will talk about it. Maybe they still will. I don't know. Maybe I'll have been able to process it more. Maybe I'll be fucking right in the head by then. But I'm going to tell you, I wasn't fucking right in the head on Monday. I can just tell you that right now. I was a mess. My face wasn't even right. You cry for fucking 24 hours, your face is puffy, your eyes are puffy. No amount of that Harbor Beauty stuff that was sent to me was going to fix what my fucking face looked like the other day, just so you know. So, I was just not okay. That's it. Amber is saying, if you or any other creator needs a day, who am hell am I to say get over yourself and entertain me? I'm happy you chose to put yourself first. Sorry, there's a bunch of BS right now. I am sometimes very lazy and I have mental hurdles that I have to get over. We talk a lot about faking it until you make it. We talk about imposter syndrome. Um, do I overall think that I'm like talented and that I can do this? Yes. Do I every day wish that somebody would just come and pick up this show and handle it for me? So all I can do is just come here and talk to you and be funny and like do funny shit. 100%. I hate every other part about this. I hate it. I don't want to do any. I don't want to do any technical things. I don't want to push buttons. I don't want to balance my books. I don't want to do anything. I just want to come here and do this. This is all I want to do. So I wasn't really in the headspace to do it Monday. I'm barely in the headspace to do it today. And that's just it. I don't know what else to say. It fucking sucks. It sucks. And you know what? I don't regret how I reacted to the Kayla stuff. You know, I don't regret that I was talking about how she looks. That made me feel better when people are taking things out of context and dragging me. There's a couple other things too that I didn't really talk about. Somebody sent that video to one of my kids' teachers. Somebody called Erin's parents' restaurant to talk to them and tell them that Erin does a show with me, and that this video thing is out there. Somebody tried hacking my Facebook, and my stuff. Somebody who is related to the place where my son used to work at a restaurant, and a girl that is cousins with somebody that still works there told her that they were all in the kitchen watching the video. And somebody said, "Isn't that Jack's mom?" And then if you were listening to my drive this morning, I went to go get my Dunkin' Donuts, and Lucy at the window, she was like, "Did you see, what's this video going on? Is that you?" I was embarrassed instantly. It's one thing to be here and have screens in between us, but it's another thing to go and get your fucking coffee and have a nice lady who, gets me my coffee every day, talk about a video that talks about sex and porn. And I'm right there with her. And I was like, yeah, that is me. Like, I can dig deep now, but like in that moment, I felt like shit. I feel like shit. You know what I mean? So it's been it's coming from everywhere for the past couple of days, and I don't know how to handle it. I handle it the best that I can. Curling up and doom scrolling on Instagram worked for me on Monday, worked for me the next day, and 100% I believe I deserve everything that happens to me. I run my fucking mouth on this show and everywhere else all the time, and so 100% I am susceptible to that. There are people here in this chat who are watching and never say a word and have no social media presence. This will never happen to you, right? It's never going to happen to you because you don't talk, you don't say anything, which is fine. What I'm saying is, this comes with the territory. I get it. Listen, on any given day, somebody is calling me a fat pig on the internet. Okay. And I'm not going to say that I instantly was okay with seeing people make fun of my weight on the internet. Okay. It's an acquired skill set for that. And so I think I've passed the threshold of like those comments from burner accounts where those don't get to me anymore. They did it first, but I moved past it like that. Now, I really hate to say it, but I am sure eventually I will get to a point where this video or like-minded videos or comments that aren't true about me won't sting or hurt me. I'm sure, because it's going to keep happening and I'm going to like build up and get over it. There's a lot of comments and things I'm seeing I don't like that aren't true, and that's a bigger problem. I can't ever reach what, somebody sees or says. I don't like the lying stuff because I can't, you know what I mean? Like I can't reach everybody. Do you know what I mean? So like there's things out there that simply aren't true. And listen, you can say whatever you want on the internet. There's a lot of stuff that's not true. Like there's a lot of things that they don't even look like they're true. And I just have to deal with that, if that makes sense. I don't love it. I don't love it. But it is what it is. So let's take a second, read some comments. Let me scroll up a little bit. Um, Jeff's in the comment section. All right. So I don't want, hold on, let me just read this. And nobody should be dragging Erin. So everybody can have their own opinions about that, but just first of all, listen, I talked this out with TT. Do I tell it now or do I tell it on Saturday? If Erin's not coming back, I can't lie and say, like, what am I going to do? I have to, I don't know how to, first of all, Erin and I had a falling out one time. We got over it and we reconnected and everything was fine. I don't know what else to do right now other than to just say, she's not here. We had a falling out. It's related to this show. And that's it. Like that's it. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I don't know if she's not coming back. I have no idea. The common theme of what Erin said today is I'm better than how I've been. I'm better than how I've been acting. I'm better than what I've been saying and better than what I'm doing. And I believe that comes from a place of wanting me to be better and do more and make this better and go all in and go hard. And it isn't right that if I'm not giving 100%, why should she be here and give her free time? I 100% understand that. Part of me goes, I would like it if you just be here and let me fail if I fail or not, you know what I mean? But I personally feel like this is going in the right direction. You know, do I wish I was making more money? Sure. You know, do I wish that I don't I am actually I say this all the time. The metrics I look at are not anybody else's. I look at my own. Am I growing? Am I doing better than I did the month before? The answer is overall yes. Just Machado show is going like plateaued, but Bunny After Dark is continuing to go crazy. And so I'm like, I'm watching those metrics and I see growth and I see more interaction and I see the money since Jimmy taught me, the money I'm getting per 1,000 ads is high. And so like those things are all working. So I think it's going in the right direction. And so I feel like every day is like a success and it's not that great. Canceling the show on Monday, Erin said that that was kind of the it for her. And I respect that that's how she feels. I disagree, but if she's here and she's spending her free time and she doesn't think I'm giving 100%, then that's okay too. I wish she were here. It's definitely more fun. I don't like the friction. I don't like what's happening, but what the fuck am I going to do? Honestly, I blame fucking Kayla Churchill. I blame Kayla Churchill and her insecurities and all of the shit she has against me for causing all of the problems in my life this week. 100%. I don't own any of this. I exist. I do my show. I do what I do and some people don't like it and then they want to act on it. That's on them. And I am 100% unable to sometimes handle how bad it gets. I don't know what else to say. And on top of that, I'm dealing with Julia leaving. I'm super emotional. It's just been a really shitty week. But I'm going to tell you something, like the stuff with Kayla, if it happened the same way it happened with Kate Peter and it just died and everybody was just like, fine. I can't even tell you how many fucking people have messaged this to me and screenshotted it and like been like, oh, what's this? And yikes. And then the thing this morning and then messaging it to George, my daughter's teacher. It's just like, I am like all fucking tapped out with like being able to handle it coming at me from all directions right now. It's my own life. Don't blame anyone. Right. I get it. I'm not. Um, like Jen Altman, right, is like in cahoots with Kayla Churchill and Holly McNamara and all of them. It's like just like the fucking witches of Eastwick getting together. Like, I don't even hate Jen Altman for that. Like, I would do that too, Jen. I would. I'd find other people that hate me and join forces. I would totally do that. The only thing I can say is my rebound rate is what it is. I'm already here. I'm already feeling better. Um, I knew I would get here. I do want to say, like, if any of the people in my mom chat were upset that I didn't go to them and talk to them, I don't know how else to say this other than it was easier to talk to strangers about this than it was to talk to my friends. It was easier for me to talk to random people than to feel like I was a burden to my friends again. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how many times I've fucking gone in the group chat and had a problem or people coming at me or a court date or all of this shit. And I just feel like, you know what? They're not coming into the group chat with near as many problems as I have. I am the problem child of the group chat. And well, maybe Kathy. Kathy had a good run. But you know what I mean? I just feel like, I don't know. I just felt so fucking shitty all around. And I felt like I didn't want to bother anybody. I'm not going to allow, I can't delete people because I'm barely watching on here and I don't know how to mod this, but don't say shit about Erin. I'm trying to be honest with you so you guys know what's going on. Because if I said, oh, Erin's not here tonight and then she's not here on Saturday, then what? Then everybody's going to be like, what's up? So I'm just telling you, and you can't be mean. Okay. Kathy, full on problem. Kathy. um, TT in the chat, you wouldn't even message me back about Thanksgiving. Poor TT is dealing with a real problem. The big problem we have right now is, if you listen to my morning show, or did I talk about it on Saturday? I've hosted Thanksgiving for like 15 plus years. TT usually shows up looking like the Long Island medium and just walks in with maybe like a dish for like an app or a dessert or something. And she walks in and eats and then sleeps on the couch when she's done. And this year, I just felt that somebody said, I can't believe you aren't hosting Thanksgiving. Fuck you. This year, I was like, I would really like to not host this year. And I talked to TT about it first to kind of let her know, like, I'm passing the torch this year. Then I told my kids, who have been basically rioting all week, how upset they are. And they don't like it. Nothing against TT. They just like how I am and they like what I do and they want to be at home and blah, blah, blah. And I would like to not be tired. Last year was the tipping point for me because of like my lupus and stuff. Like the process of grocery shopping, preparing, making the stuffing and the cooking on Thanksgiving Day, I fell asleep. I was so fucking tired. My arms and my back were killing me. I was so upset, like whatever. I was all upset. I was like, I'm not doing this again. I want to enjoy Thanksgiving. My plan this year is to show up at TT's house looking pretty with my beverage of choice and drink, watch football, eat, nap, and then play cards. I think, TT, if you're watching, I think what I got to do is I got to do the desserts at my house. I think because all the boyfriends and girlfriends are going to come and it'd be easier. So I think we might leave to go to my house and do dessert. But I just would like to relax on Thanksgiving and be. TT's a good cook. TT's a great cook. She'll be fine. I just think she's struggling a little bit. She's got a lot to do. um, but TT's going to have to take one for the team this year. Sorry, TT. I think though that we're going to come back to my house for dessert because we have to do. Well, that's the thing. TT cooks for 2 people. So it's going to be a lot. We've got to come back to my house for dessert and to do the Thanksgiving coloring contest. Because every year we do a coloring contest. Who has the bigger kitchen? Me. TT has a galley kitchen. She has like a big dining room kitchen area, but like her kitchen is small. I have a big open kitchen. Sorry, TT's just gonna have to do it this year. I don't know what else to say. I need her to take over, and that's it. Um, just starting, but you look the prettiest I've ever seen you. You missed it, but I don't have any of Julia's good makeup. There's a lot of super chats here. Josie Lou and company says, crap, sometimes things can happen for a reason. A blessing in disguise. You're on fire, focused on track, shooting left and right. At least you can put a lid on it, pun intended. You can do this by yourself. I don't. Everything you are feeling openly and saying openly is exactly why you are being targeted. Buck up. You are better than this. Get excited for the fight. You got this. When your business is your personality, it's easy to forget you're a person first. You deserve space and real self-care. Taking care of you is also taking care of the brand. I listen, I opened up to Erin the other day and I was like, I can be really lazy. Um, I don't know. Sometimes I just have like mental hurdles and I don't know how to get over them. Sometimes I'm really, really heavy into this stuff. And then sometimes I'm overwhelmed and I feel like I suck and I'm not doing anything of value. And then sometimes I feel great. And I will say, like, doing these shows is beyond rewarding. I feel really, I, my, I like Bunny After Dark more than anything else I do. I like, aside from this one, because this is all just like a big like cry fest, but I like Bunny After Dark more than the Saturday show. I know I'm going to like it more than the political show. I like it better than writing. I like it better than tweeting. I like it better than anything else. I love Bunny After Dark more than anything else. It is my favorite day of the week. It is my favorite thing to do. And I don't know how I can turn this Bunny After Dark into some sort of like conglomerate where I make like, 10 grand a month. But like Bunny After Dark is my favorite thing. It is the funniest thing. The Beaver Moon ceremony has to be one of the funniest things on replay I've ever seen. This is my favorite. I love it better than Saturday. Saturday's a bore. Jessica, you're so boring on Saturday. Although this past Saturday, I thought I was pretty good. But like Wednesday, we can be trash humans here. It's just so good. So good. Let's, Saturday is a terrible time. Saturday's a trash now. Ugh. All right. Can I just ask a question? Are we feeling okay, like past this right now? My hope is that Erin and I move past this. I'm sure we will at some point. I'm very upset that she isn't here and she's not going to be here. She said she wanted her monitor back, and that was really like to the gut. I was like, ugh. I don't know. The field trip one was good too. That was funny. Honey and Salt said you are no, I thought that said you are going to fail. And I was like, bitch, what? I will fight anybody today. I will fight, Georgia, Julia, and Jack, all of them know what's been going on with the Churchill thing. Julia, bless her heart, messaged me late last night, and she goes, I reported Kayla's video as many times as I could on Facebook. Cyber Chick Boston, forgive me for shooting my shot. Can I still come on Saturday's show? I'll spice it up, I promise. Yes, can you message me after this? Here, I'm going to put my number in the chat. Text me after this. Yes. All of my kids are aware what's going on. Poor Jack was just like, well, what was on Pornhub that you were talking about? And I was like, I was like, it was the number one searches every year, like for that year by state. So let's go over it. Let's go over it. Pornhub reveals the most popular US searches for 2024. Here's what made each state horny. Let's go. You want Bunny After Dark? Everybody wants to feel uncomfortable? My only regret is that I don't look sexier to talk about this. You get the MILF version. Let's go. Okay, ready? If you don't like this and this isn't for you, I suggest you leave. Pornhub is pulling back the covers on America's X-rated viewing habits by sharing a state-by-state breakdown of the country's kinks. The adult entertainment website dished the dirty data on its 2024 year in review page, unveiling each state's top relative search, and that is the term that was most often entered into the search bar by state. In New York, Turkish proved to be the most popular term, indicating that residents were on the prowl for X-rated videos produced in has the largest number of Turkish residents in the US, meaning many people were horny or homesick. Okay, so let's keep going. That was the number one in 2024. So we're going to talk about them. Let's do New England. Okay. Are you ready? Is everybody ready for this? This is research on what is wrong about this? What is wrong with talking about this? Are we going to pretend the porn industry doesn't exist? Are we going to pretend that everybody has looked at a porn site or watched a porn video? If you haven't, I'm very sorry. This isn't for you, but like, are we playing that game? Are we playing the game like there's no audio between Aiden and Karen? Are we playing that today? Or are we going to be real adults here? We're going to be big people. We're going to be real. Okay. Everybody has gone to a porn website, whether it's Pornhub or not. I don't really know. But a lot of people go to Pornhub, so let's just see what they're looking in. Let's just see. Let's double down on this. Maine. The number one term is hairy bush in Maine. That is the number one term. You want New Jersey? Iranian. That's the number one term on Pornhub was Iranian in 2024. In New Hampshire, the number one term Googled on Pornhub was enema. In Vermont, it was tattoo. In Rhode Island, it was wedding. And I don't know why. In Connecticut, it was queef. In District of Columbia, it was riding. In Delaware, it was mature. In Maryland, it was girlfriend. In Pennsylvania, it was simply naked women. I'm wondering if the Amish come into play with that. In Ohio, it's cuckold. In West Virginia, fat women. I know, don't worry, I skipped over Massachusetts. Don't worry. It's face sitting. Michigan is amateur wife. Wisconsin is P. Illinois is into the ASMR role play. Tennessee, chubby MILF. It's my home away from home. South Carolina is wife BBW. What does BBW mean? Is that a surgery? I feel like that's a surgery. Isn't that Brazilian butt lift? What does BBW mean? No, that can't be BB. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What is the wait, somebody big black woman. Sorry. Okay, big black beautiful. Okay, got it. All right. I don't know why I was thinking Brazilian butt lift. All right, let's keep going. Georgia, ebony homemade. Like, does that mean homemade? Somebody's gonna have to take one for the team and go put that in to put it. Like, is that food related? Like, are we talking bread? Are we talking Dutch oven? Like, what are we talking here? Like, I'm not really sure. Florida is Cubana. Louisiana is also Ebony BBW. The other one was Wife BBW. Missouri is unfortunate. Missouri is Grandma. Thank you, big, beautiful women. Thank you. Iowa is Work Trip. So a lot of people are going out to Iowa for a work trip. Wisconsin is P. Minnesota is, somebody's going to have to help me out with this one. It's Futa, F-U-T-A. Hentai, H-E-N-T-A-I. I feel like hentai has something to do with like Asian cartoons. Does that sound right? Somebody help me. Work trip. Stop it with the P in Wisconsin. I'm 3 minutes from behind. Get it, take it back, bunny after. What is work trip is a role play thing, I guess, but like work trip? I need a little bit more on the futa hentai. Futa hentai. Okay, Asian chubs. Perfect. Okay, got it. It's anime. Perfect. Good. Let's keep going. South Dakota is simply hot babes. They are just all American hot babes. Wyoming is homegrown, and I am not sure what that means. Somebody just commented, is Pente anywhere on there? Stop it. North Dakota, South Dakota is hot babes, but North Dakota is lesbian strap on. Wyoming is homegrown. Colorado brings feet into the mix and it's foot job. New Mexico is simply housewife. Arizona is Navajo. Nevada is simply Vegas. Like they just type in Vegas into the search bar. California is friend's mom. Washington is milking. And Alaska is an anal dildo. Those are the Hawaii is Oahu, O-A-H-U. Doesn't that just mean hello? I wish I had time to do this, but like, what was 2023 or what was the year that I did this? Like in 2022? Like, let's see if we can find the difference between milking is for Washington State. I know it's an island, but it said Oahu. That was the top search item in Pornhub. Let's see. Pornhub top searches by state, but we want to do, I think the year I did this was where it really got me into trouble and it's all over the internet was 2022, maybe 2021, but let's check 2022. Okay, so let's see what 2022 and if there's any changes. Stand by. This is actually the one that I did. This one tells you the most viewed amateur models. This one tells you the most searched porn stars. This one tells you most searched terms. Okay, by state, 2022. Things have changed dramatically since COVID, just so you know. Things have changed dramatically since 2022. What has happened to this country in 3 years? Do we want to go back to what 2022 was for those states? By the way, it didn't have any other ones for all the other states I didn't mention. But this is very different in the past couple of years. If there's people in the chat, thanks to Jimmy, Auntie Deb, he told me that's really great for engagement and YouTube loves that. So let them stay in here. That's fine. Do you want to see the 2022? I'm going to try to read all of those things later, but it's going too fast for me. Do we want to read 2022s? Well, Massachusetts in 2022, the top search term was college. Washington State in 2022 was fleshlight. What's under Washington? What's under Washington? I don't know my states. That's a furry. California was Asian back during COVID 2022. Wisconsin was pegging. Minnesota was sucking dick. What's BBC? Because Florida's BBC. What's BBWB? Oh. Never mind. Anyway, this is what got me in trouble. And instead of me learning my lesson and not saying anything at all, we just doubled down on it. Let's just do it again. Yes, I know Raider Kev 707. I figured it out. Lauren Tansy. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So hopefully Kayla Churchill is clipping all of this for a new updated version, please. Don't use the old version. Use the new one of me. This one. All natural. Jess, do you even watch this stuff? What's this? Do you guys all want to sit here and pretend that you've never looked at porn? Are we going to have that? Is that really what's going to happen? And also, what is wrong with that? I don't understand what's wrong with that. I don't understand what would be wrong with admitting that. Isn't it worse that you're pretending that you don't look at it? Isn't it worse that you're going to pretend that you're such a righteous Republican and God-fearing woman that you don't think about these things? I don't understand. I don't understand. You know? I don't know. That's how I feel. All right, let me get back to the chat so I can see you all. Okay, I can see you all now. Nancy is saying, hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. Let's do this for Jess. Get her all the subscribe. Thanks, bestie. GOP observations and discussions, good. Monday after dark, bad. Wednesday, a balanced life isn't perfect. It's simply honest about the good and the bad coexisting. You know, Jeff is taking notes. Didn't I tell you the story about when I first met Jeff? Let me tell you the story. I think I told it one time. Let me tell you a story. When I first met Jeff, hold on. This is nothing. Kayla should listen to men talk about this stuff in private. Kayla and the GOP must be virgins, which explains why they lose. They have no balls to fight. Phil, $10 from Phil. Thank you, Phil. That was from Jose Pereira. Thank you as well. Phil sent me a really, really nice message the other day. I wish Phil and I worked in a radio station together. We would put on a hell of a show. Jeff is saying, what's your fave? Are we really going there? Jeff is just calculating the dollars. All right, so here's the story about when I first met Jeff. I had just gone through a separation. Jeff is younger than me, and when I first met Jeff, he wasn't even 30, and I was already in my 30s. I think Jeff's 8 years younger than me, 8.5 years younger than me, and so he's in his 20s, his late 20s, and Jeff was pretty ripped. He was in like great shape, and I was not. Well, I mean, I would love to have the body I had when I first met Jeff now. But I was certainly whatever. So anyway, the point of it is I was always a thicker girl and I have this big ass. And that is either some people either like that or some people don't. I don't know what to say about that. Either you're an ass guy or you're not an ass guy. For the longest time, I didn't think anybody was an ass guy, but thanks to literally Jennifer Lopez and Kim Kardashian, queens, their asses showed me that there are people out there that like girls with big asses, and that was like a game changer for me. Then I kind of like owned it. Then I tucked my shirts in, basically. And so when I met Jeff, I remember, we were dating a little bit and we had a couple dates before he first slept over. I think the first time he slept over was 2 weeks after we first started dating or whatever. Anyway, poor guy left his phone out and I went through it. And the first thing I did was I went to his Google history and I looked at his porn history. And I basically wanted to see that when he was looking at things that turned him on, what those people looked like. And it was all girls with big asses, BBWs. And I knew that he was actually really into me. It was actually all I really needed because there was a little bit of like, he's kind of hot and I'm a little thick girl and I'm not really sure. To me, in my mind, he belonged with somebody like skinny and fit. Does that make sense? And so I looked at his porn history and it was like girls with big asses that looked just like me. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I'm good. Actually, this is legit. Um, does that make sense? Bath and Body Works. So that was my Jeff story. Also, well, I can tell you another story. The first night Jeff slept over at my house, he was drunk. And I know this now more than ever. Jeff likes to take snacks before he goes to bed, and he fell asleep and must have. He took a red Gatorade because the kids had Gatorade in the fridge. He took a red Gatorade and a Twix bar. And I woke up in the morning, and he put on Twilight on the DVD player. Guy fucking wanted to watch Twilight, and I woke up in the morning and I like turned over to look at him and the sheets were covered in red and it was an empty Gatorade bottle on the side of him. The guy must have been so drunk in the middle of the night. He just took the Gatorade like this and drank it and spilled it everywhere, or maybe he thought he covered it and it was all over the sheets. And a Twix wrapper in my bed. Is somebody trying to talk about my weight in here? Good luck. Good luck. Oh, yeah, Twilight. He watched Twilight. Also, Jeff will watch Twilight. If it comes on, he'll watch it. He's oddly into Twilight. It was like a crime scene. Jeff likes vampire porn. That's not what's on your phone. He spilled it on purpose to look like blood. I swear to God, this is so stupid. Okay. All right. So there's all that. Fuck, it's only been 1 hour. I've got nothing planned. Let's call Jimmy. Erin said that she was going to do something like this, but I talked to Jimmy last night and I asked him if I could call him. You know what's so funny? I thought about what I was going to do today. And I said, let's just call a bunch of people, just random cold call people and say, what do you do when like the internet like shits all over you and stuff? Let's just call Jimmy. Let's just call him. Hold on. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Stand by. Um, Yesterday. Here we go. He might not pick up. Hi, Jimmy.
What up?
Hi.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hi, what's up?
Jimmy, I need to call a friend and ask a question.
Anything in the world.
First of all, say hi to all the besties.
Hi, besties.
What do you do when the internet comes for you?
You, the entire internet?
Like, like when people are coming at you, making fun of you, saying mean
Oh,
things. What do you do?
I don't I don't look. I don't look at it. I don't want to see it because it's not the truth. Because whatever I'm doing is what I know. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They're just like having some kind of weird, I don't know, they want attention or something. I don't know.
Right.
I don't get it. It's weird to me when people like everyone comes at you at once. So I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, don't you have something to do? Like, I have stuff to do. Why don't you have stuff to do? How come your stuff to do is about me? That's weird.
So I was
So
just going to ask, has that happened to you? Like, do people come at you? I don't know.
constantly.
Really?
Yeah, constantly.
How do you
Oh
get
my god,
over
open
it?
up Twitter. Huh?
How do you get over it?
I was never upset about it. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, people have said shit about me my entire life. This is no different. It's just internet. I don't care.
Right.
They haven't grown up. Like, nothing like I do, I'm worried about. Like, I'm confident in every step I take in my life.
Hmm.
So, like, I know what I do. I know what I'm about. I know I'm about my business. So, anyone who tries to, like, fuck with that, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna, no, I don't need that around here. No, thank you. I've, like, gone through too much in my life to, like, think that's important because it's not.
Right.
Because it's your ego. Like, that's your ego getting hurt. So, you would never respond if it was about something else or not about you.
Right.
Because it's about you, you get in your head and you're like, I have to fucking, and you get all nervous.
Right.
It's like, dude, relax. It's cool. No one cares. No one's thinking about you. Like, they want you to think they're thinking about you, but no one's thinking about anyone else.
Right.
Everyone cares about themselves. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about it.
What did you have for dinner?
I had chicken piccata. I made 14 pieces for my sister because it's her birthday tomorrow, and I didn't want her to cook dinner tonight for the family. So I made a fuck ton of chicken piccata. I sold 2 pieces. I brought it over there because it's her birthday tomorrow, and I had that, and I had a Diet Dr Pepper, and that's it. What did you have?
I haven't eaten yet. I usually eat like on my way home after the show.
No, love eating.
You love eating.
I love eating.
Somebody thought it said that you sold 2 pieces. You stole 2 pieces of the chicken piccata. You kept it for yourself, is what you were saying. You kept it.
Yeah, see, when you were talking about people coming for you, like that shit right there, you know what I mean? Some bitch saying that I stole it. Like, bitch, you weren't there when I took my piccata. Shut up. You don't even have an opinion about it. You know what I mean? Leave my piccata alone. Get out of my piccata lane. I'm driving the car. You're driving your car. Why are you swerving off into my lane? You're going to get into an accident. Stay in yours.
What happened in school today?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I was a little wild today.
What did you do?
I just don't know if I like care anymore about like protecting anyone's like weird feelings. Because I feel like everyone has like these weird feelings they need to protect. I'm like, I don't care. If you're gonna act fucking weird, I'm gonna say something about it because you're not gonna make me like now I have to be weird and pretend you're not weird.
Well,
You know?
welcome
Like,
to
no.
yes, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
I
No,
literally
I get it. And that's what I told you. Like, I get it. I get that shit. I get it. So
it's very freeing. You know what I mean?
oh my god, I feel like the genie at the end of Aladdin.
And also it makes it like when people like you, it feels more valuable because they like everything you say, the good, the bad, the honesty. Like today's all about like the besties are like, we love how you are, Jess, like your honesty. What like I'd rather not be fake. I'd rather not. I don't know. I don't like being
Yeah, and
fake.
the people who are like, don't start drama, you're gonna separate the movement, and everyone gets worried about that. Listen, we all did that for trial 1 and trial 2, and then it ended, and we still tried to do that, but you know, we tried to keep it together for Karen. Karen's like, no, that's okay. It goes into JFK's chat and fucking blows the whole thing out, dude. So like, whatever.
Wait, did you? You know what? I never really thought about that way. But do you feel like that was like an unofficial like piece? Like just go and do what you want. Like
Yeah,
you're right.
I think it was like, you know what, guys? Why are you acting so fucking weird? Why don't you just say what you want?
Yeah.
I feel like she kind of freed us, you know, from that.
Yeah.
Like her doing that, it's like, no, act up. Like,
And everybody was like, noted.
I'm like, dude, yeah, that's why I'm like, shit, I'll follow suit, bitch. Like,
I did feel like a little guilty, like I started it all on the wrong foot. Like I came in and I was like, okay, well, here's how I feel about Brian, and then it really kind of went crazy. But also like I
No, you
feel
went Kanye West. You went Kanye West, and I love Kanye West, and that's okay.
I was just like a little like scorched earth for a minute there, and people were blaming me and
No,
stuff.
they don't
But
know what. I feel like I don't even know what you scorched earth. I feel like that's something totally different than that.
mm.
I feel like that is you every day. You scorched earth, I would be nervous for. Hello, if I had to guess. But can I call you? Can I call you back in like 20? I'm just visiting my friend at the hospital
Why didn't you tell me that in the beginning?
because I wanted to talk a little shit.
I hope she's doing well.
She just died. Thanks for saying that. She just died.
Fuck you,
Thanks.
Jimmy.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Thanks.
Wow, Jesus Christ. Goodbye. We love you. I realized that I had my phone a little bit slanted and Jimmy's number might have been on the screen. I didn't realize that, and I am very sorry. It's she died. Jesus Christ, Jimmy. Okay. he's great. Can I read some message? 10 minutes. You want to read? Do you guys? I'm gonna read some messages that some people say. Do you guys have jokes? Okay, so I think everybody should always have one joke in their arsenal that they can always say. You never know where you are or where it's going to come up when you need to tell a joke. Okay, and I can't remember. Call Aiden. I can't remember. I can't remember jokes very well. I know one joke, but it's all right. I'm going to do two jokes. You need a joke in your arsenal and that's it. I know another joke, but you have to do it in front of the person. So we're going to do it, but it won't work. So you want to crank call people in a minute? We can do that too. I'm feeling feral. It's like I'm going to do it wrong. It's a German knocking on a door, and he knocks on the door and somebody says, "Who is it?" And he slaps him and he goes, "Viva ask the questions." I don't know how to do it right. Let me just tell you the one joke I have in my arsenal. Okay. Panda walks into a bar. I have it wrong. Panda walks into a bar, sits down, orders a sandwich, eats it, stands up, pulls out a shotgun, kills the guy on the side of him, starts walking out the door. Bartender goes, "What the fuck?" And the panda turns around and he goes, "I'm a panda. It's what I do. Look it up." And so the bartender takes out his phone and he Googles panda and it says large black and white bear eats, shoots, and leaves. Ta-da! I did it. That's my joke. Nobody's laughing. Nobody is Viva asks the questions. Nobody's laughing at my panda joke. It's fine. It's fine. Nah. It's great. Okay, you like it? Now you have a joke. Now you have that and you can panda is a large black and white bear, eats, shoots, and leaves, like he eats, shoots, and leaves, like in China. But he stands up, shoots somebody, and he starts walking out the door. Eats, shoots, and leaves, or eats, comma, shoots, and leaves. Tell it again. No. Where is my red lipstick? The Samantha, I explained this to you. Julia moved out and took all her good makeup. She took the bronzer and the red lipstick looked ridiculous. We were giving vampire vibes, although that probably would have been appropriate for this. And so I don't have, I have the red lipstick, but you guys don't want me to put that on. Shoots and leaves. It's a bad joke if I have to explain it. Got it. Got it. I just envisioned myself going and getting the red lipstick and just going like this all over my face and be like, it has been a very bad week. Let's prank call Aiden. I'm scared. Let's see who else I have on my phone. Let's see who else we could call. I love crank calling people. I would just call anybody. Let me go through here and see. I got some I had some very nice messages sent to me. I had Amy Carnevale, the chair of the Mass GOP, saying that she liked the post that I put up, saying that I have a huge fan base. Ignore the haters. John Featherston, who is like my bestie from all of our research and his talking about the migrant crisis and really great words of encouragement. I haven't responded to everybody yet, to be honest with you, because there's just so many messages. But I got a lot of wonderful messages. A lot of them. I'm scrolling so far back. I have there's a lot. Let me keep scrolling. Let me see who we should call. What do you call fake spaghetti? Somebody drop a phone number in the comments and I'll just call it. Brian LTL. Sue O'Connell. Sue, what's going on? State Representative Justin Thurber. Jeff said, let me call Brian. I text myself. I message myself. The last message I sent to myself was mainstream media, Hunter laptop. Why was it never reported? Why am I a journalist? Portsmouth. I'm assuming that is New Hampshire. I just text myself things. Let's see. Oh, my baby daddies are in here. Attorney Joe Finglas, Jeff Leary, town administrator, the Glairer, Jen Altman, Tina Courtney. We're going down a hole, everybody. Oh God. Oh, we can never again. Never again. Christopher Peckham, Barry Richard. Oh, we can't do these. Call Jazel. Where's he working? Lauren, send me a message. I will call him right now. Do you want me to call the Glare? Is he online? Does he have a show right now? What should I say? Let me think about this. I have to say something. You know what? I can't do this because God damn it, Jimmy does phone calls. He does fake phone calls. I can't crank call people. I can't steal his idea. Let me just call Lindsay. No, I'm going to message her. Lindsay didn't want to come on the show. Oh, hold on. I have a message. Oh, it's from Lacey. She sent me something that's coming. It's coming in the mail tomorrow for the unboxing on Saturday. Do you guys want to hear the messages between Lindsay and I? First of all, let me just message her. All right. Okay. So, yes, fake victim. All right. Listen. So, I think Aiden was talking about Lindsay yesterday on the show. And I said, sometimes the United States has to make a deal with China. And so that's how I feel with Lindsay. That's, I feel like where we're at right now. So on September 20th, right after I started like the Jess Machado show, I sent her a message and I said, I will interview you. And it just, hold on. And she left it on red. It just sat there for forever and ever and ever. Monday, after I did my spaces, I got a message from her and it said, are you okay? And it said, you don't have to answer, but it hurt me to hear you this morning. I hope you're okay. I was sus. And I responded, I must be down pretty bad if you reached out, LOL. And she said, no, you're a tough cookie. You don't need me checking in. I know that, but nobody deserves to be judged like that. And I said, I'm upset mostly because of how it's bringing in other people I know. Kayla tagged some like senior citizens in town and it was getting them upset. I said a friend of mine was in a picture in the post on Facebook and she's a teacher now. She was very stressed. And the Keneally campaign has to deal with it as well because that's the candidate that I like. And she responded, Lindsay, this is Lindsay Gattani. She said, I know, I could tell that was your main concern. It's a helpless feeling. You wouldn't expect these type of reactions in 2025, but there's still a lot of people that aren't used to strong women or women being sexual beings or women discussing taboo subjects. It's not fair or right. I'm sorry this is happening to you. And I said, I appreciate you taking the time to reach out. I hope you are moving towards some closure and some peace. And I thought that that was pretty much, we were done. And she came back and she said, you'll get through it. I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but even the people you're worried about, the people that matter are all that matters, and the people that matter will understand. This doesn't have to define you or anyone you associate with. I look up to you in a strange way. Continue to be you and just own it and stay strong. Somebody saying, please, as Jesus, take the wheel. I instantly start singing it in my head. Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hands. Because I can't do this on my own. I'm letting go. If I could have any gift in the world, it would be to hold a tune. She responded to the part where I said, I hope you're moving towards some closure and some peace. She said, I don't know if there's ever any closure per se. I've been doing a lot of work on myself and trying to get to a point where I can do better each day and aspire to work on my faults and make amends the best that I can and focus on my life and just focus on my life and kids. That's all that matters, right? And I said, I have probably out of line. I just said it. I was like, I've always maintained that you just wanted to be loved. And she says, I just wish you had come to me in the beginning and asked me all the questions you wanted to know. I would have been honest. I still would, but I guess it doesn't really matter anymore. And I said, I get that. I said, I'm sorry for that. And if there's anything that you can take away from all of this, it is exactly what you said. Working on yourself, focus on your kids. I said, you are young. You have so much time to thrive. Leave Clay out of this. And she said, it's okay. Thank you. Yeah, I know. She said, listen, don't give up on your show and your reporting. They win if you do. And I know it's not about winning or losing, but this has been your dream, right? You've worked hard to get where you are. Don't let anyone take that away from you, especially not Kate Peter. I could see. So I responded, unexpected hype from Lindsay wasn't on my bingo card this week. Thank you. I said, this feels oddly comforting. And she said, everybody sit down and relax for this statement. In another universe, we probably would have been besties, she said. Lindsay, I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe. We're going to have to work on some things for you. I said, sounds like you should come on Bunny After Dark this Wednesday. And she goes, "Atta girl. I have to ask my consultant. I'll let you know, but I am seriously considering it." And I said, "Don't say anything publicly. If you want to come on, let it be a surprise. If we keep the conversation away from Kate and Karen and just talk about your life and what you want it to be, it would probably be a wonderful conversation. Let's keep it short. I'm still not sure I'm even doing the show on Wednesday. Depends on how I'm feeling about things. I just thought I would throw it out there." And that was that. And then I listened to Aiden's show and I heard about the message that she sent with some information, I guess. And I said, "Heard about you helping Aiden." And I said, "I always hoped you would." And she didn't respond. And she came back and she said, "Sorry, I didn't intentionally not respond to you about the show. Lots of things coming out soon. Some I'll be able to talk about, but some I won't for legal reasons. While part of me would like to come on tomorrow, it probably is not the right time. I think for the best interest of certain people, I should just let things unfold naturally. I'm also hesitant because, contrary to popular belief, I really don't want to make any of this about me, and I don't like nor do I want the attention. I would prefer to make things right however I can, but this shouldn't be the Lindsay show, as Natalie liked to call it." Just for the record, I was not going to talk to her about any of this stuff. I somebody's saying I feel weird. I would really like to ask Lindsay questions about her childhood, why she thinks her relationships haven't worked. I don't know if I would ever ask her about like some of the things that she's done. I would I wouldn't say I want a Dr. Filler, but I kind of want a Dr. Filler. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? I'm very hesitant to even reach out because at the time Kate went on your show, we had very briefly and very limitedly started communicating again. And while she had told me she was considering going on your show, her conversations with me about it were odd and the whole thing gave me bad vibes. I know people think I have Grant brain now. What's Grant brain? But I will admit I did think on my own accord that you and her had made some sort of arrangement. We never, no, there was no arrangement. I never, I literally reached out to Kate. I had a short list of people I thought would be extraordinary for views for my very first show. Kate didn't disappoint. It brought the views. It was a difficult interview, if you remember. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I wasn't sure. I was very I didn't think I could hold a show week 1 right out of the shoot. And so if I said some of the things I wanted to say to Kate or really push her, I was afraid she was just going to hang up or like drive away. So I was like, we're not going to push it because this could be 5 minutes or 50 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? So I was very skeptical and weary of why and how that interview came to be. I pray that's not the case. Even though she can appear very normal, well-spoken, and friendly, I've learned the hard way that Kate would sell out her own kids for a buck. I'm probably paranoid and crazy, so don't take offense, but seeing what she is capable of literally scares me. And then she said, "I would speak to you in person about things if you have some questions or you want to clear up, but I don't want to cause any harm." I really don't want to talk about any of that. I don't want to talk about any of the things or the law stuff or the legal stuff or the case stuff or the Aiden stuff. I'm just really interested in asking Lindsay like questions. She does mean everything that she said to me, and I appreciate you not just attacking me for reaching out. I would never. What am I going to do? I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be best friends. I was a little caught off guard by her saying she kind of looks up to me in a way. Nobody should be looking up to me, just so we're clear. I talk about Pornhub. All right, so let's read some comments. I'm going to try to do that. If I do it on here, it's going to kind of slow everything down. And so we can't do that. So I'm going to try to just go through this and reads. Don't look up to me. I'm a terrible human being. Let's read some comments. Everybody doing okay? Yeah, like what makes Lindsay tick? Like, I don't know, like where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? You know, who did you name your children after? Where did you come up with their names? What's the personality of each one of your kids? Like I would just have questions, like curious questions. We're going to go into the chat. Okay, I'm going to scroll up a little bit and try to. Dawn sent $5. Thank you, Dawn. I don't know how to see these other than just scrolling up. So let me see. Jess, this look is fire. You look 10 years younger. Well, you may want to thank my my new face regimen. Is my queen in the chat? Oh, I can't see these things. My Bar Harbor Beauty lady in the chat. I have used 2 serums. I used a Saki face wash in the shower. It's not I you know what? It's almost a good thing that Julia took all of her makeup away because look, like, well, mm, everything feels like a little supple. You know? Let's see. You like your more natural look tonight? Thank you. If you missed the beginning of the show, it's because Julia moved and took all of her good makeup. I've come such a long way since my soft soap days. I'm going to give a report back on all of the products that I received from my friend, my bestie. I went into this like very low expectations. It's only been like a week and a half. So I'm not really sure how it's going to go, but I can tell you the most important thing is my face has not broken out. I have no marks on my face. I have no like the last time I used the L'Oreal Regenerist thing or whatever, did we go through this? I put it on my face and I started breaking out all down here. It was so weird and strange. It took forever to get rid of it. Had to strip it off with with soft soap. But so far, this stuff is kind of like working. Noodles Mama said, Jess, my Thanksgiving joke should make you laugh. If the Indians gave us donkey for Thanksgiving instead of turkey, everyone would be getting a bunch of ass for Thanksgiving meal. That is a great joke. Thank you. I found a wrinkle right between my eyes. I know. The 11s. That's what those are called. The 11s. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. You and LG hate crust. Listen, I did not reach out to Lindsay Gattani. Lindsay Gattani reached out to me and was very nice. I don't want to be besties with her. I would love to ask her questions. I'm naturally curious. There's a lot of people I would like to ask questions. 11s, yes. 2 serums. Anybody have the name of those? Help a gal, please. Does anybody know if my bestie is here? She is Bay Harbor Beauty Skin. She's right here. Can you put your link to your stuff? Besties. I don't know the names of them. They're not in front of me. But I used 2 serums. I used the Saki. And then also the lotion I've been using is one that comes in a round thing and you push the top and the lotion comes out of the top and it's like it looks like colostrum. Does anybody know what colostrum is? It's like that like yellow stuff that comes out of your boob after you have a baby or like if you're nursing. It looks like colostrum, but it just I don't even know what to say. It like just goes onto my skin and it just like I don't know. It absorbs. I've been using it all week. Well, since last week. Does everybody making comments about Lindsay know the document she's provided this week? It's powerful and extremely helpful to Aiden. And yeah, I know all about it. Ocean Beach Ave. Wait until you are 57. You get wrinkles where you never knew you could get them. Will this Bar Harbor stuff help me? The Bar Harbor stuff beauty help me? Because I don't know, it feels really good right now. You haven't washed your face in a week. What is going on with Grant? Is he being evicted by his mom? Somebody sent me something, but I was down bad, so I didn't see it. But like, what's happening? I know he's like got a GoFundMe or something like that. Um, yes, I am happy with the stuff. I haven't used everything yet because you sent me a haul of things and TT wants all of it. But I have to try it all first. But so far that lotion, the Saki, and then 2 of the serums I love. Just at the right time. Poor Grant. Yes, he is getting evicted. Grant needs dough because his job doesn't pay well. He didn't clean his room. Seriously, wait. So, is there a photo of his room going around? Somebody sent me a photo and I realized it wasn't a real one. It was like a college dorm. He has a GoFundMe every month. He raised $50. If I donate to it, I think it's a violation of the restraining order I have against him, so I can't do it. He has Crohn's disease. He has a GoFundMe. My skin does look good. I know. I know it's the stuff. It's the things. It's the things that the lady sent me. I know. Maybe we don't need to go hard. I told you guys that when I come in here and I have that face on and all the makeup, I look like a clown when the lights shut off and I go through the drive-through. Like it looks stupid. But it's glowy. It's kind of like supple. Even the down bottom chins look good. Grant needs a real job and to get out of his room. Grant's like in law school, and he could do so much with that. I look younger. Everybody better return their soft soap now. It's very I got Elf, like all the Elf things, like some sort of kit or whatever. And I didn't use any of it. The only thing I was using was like the gel hydrating stuff. And it was fine, but I didn't notice anything. I certainly don't think it made me look any younger or feel any better. This stuff is very luxurious. It feels wonderful. Soft soap, the problem with soft soap, just so we're all on the same page, the real problem was because I break out very easily. My skin is very sensitive. And so the only thing that I could wash my face with that didn't cause like it to get blocked up or my pores all weird was soft soap. But so far, knock on wood, all of this stuff works amazing. Let's see. I'm sorry about the soft soap. I'm very, very sorry. The soft soap stock went up 5%. Wendy didn't pay for Grant's tuition like she promised, so we can't finish college and get his degree. I just don't know if any of that is true. You were just drying the ever-loving shit out of your face with the soft soap. I know, it was stripping it. I also don't have, like, big pores, so when something gets in it, it just Grant assaulted a journalist on the steps of the courthouse. Get the fuck out of here. He did. I have some thinking to do about whether or not I, renew that restraining order. Does anybody know if he's covering the Brian Walsh case? Because believe it or not, it is really like a factor in whether or not I actually go there and cover this. Diane invested in her skincare and she never looked back. I'm 49 and I'm just getting to that point. Just getting to it. Okay. I had so here's my next question. I don't know if it's the season, I don't know if it's whatever. Every single app I am on, whether it is Instagram, whether it is Facebook, whether it is X, every single solitary app I am on, there is some bitch taking cranberries and covering them in powdered sugar, baking them in the oven, and then snapping them in her mouth. It is coming from me every single solitary day. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to make these. Some people, if you don't know what I'm talking about, but like there's this thing where you get cranberries and you take the bag and you soak them in either Sprite or orange juice. You soak them overnight. You haven't seen, nobody has seen this? Great. It's on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I am, but I don't go on it. So you soak your cranberries. You got to go through the let's go through this. You go through the cranberries and you find the ones that are squishy and not hard. You got to toss the ones that are squishy off. Just wait, segment, try all the things. Let me write that down. I have an idea about that. You take the cranberries, you rinse them out, and you take away all the bad ones, okay? So now you just got cranberries. You take the cranberries, you put them in a bowl, and you pour Sprite, and you cover them, and you let them soak overnight. The next day, you get all the cranberries out, you drain them, and then you put them in a covered Tupperware container, Prosecco, vodka, whatever. You soak them in some sort of liquid, okay? And you overnight, and they absorb it, okay? Then you put them in a bowl with a cover, but before you cover it, you pour a ton of powdered sugar in. And just when you think it's enough powdered sugar, the lady doing the video is going to tell you that's not enough. And you put more powdered sugar in, and then you cover it, and then you shake it. And then if you open it up and you can still see any of the red, you got to put more powdered sugar in it. And then you shake it. And then you take them out and you put them on a sheet and you cook them in the oven on 250 degrees for like 10 minutes. Then they come out and then they cool off and then you put them in your mouth and they pop. And every single goddamn day I am watching videos. If it's not cat AI videos, it's women making these cranberries and then they pop. Sticky Doll has made bread 5 times. Listen, let me get it. Let me get a video of these goddamn cranberries. I don't know how people don't know. It's on my feed more than the Kayla Churchill video. Oh, Princess Kate showed up somewhere and she looks amazing. She's got a velvet dress on. Can we believe she had cancer? Was that just not like the worst thing in the world? Did you guys see that Ronaldo was at the White House yesterday? It looks so good. Watch, now I'm scrolling through and not one video of the cranberries. Not not one video. Shout out to Instagram. Instagram was my saving grace over the past couple of days. It has made me forget things. I was comfortable, happy, scrolling. My algorithm is weird, but it was just I also like watching police videos, like body cam videos. I watched a video of a woman who was doing cocaine while she was a teacher at school and they came and picked her up. Like I like watching that. Can we also talk about something else right now? We have to talk about the picture of Belichick and Jordan Hunter at the cheerleading competition. The worst one is there's a video of Belichick walking somewhere with Jordan, and she's got her jacket hanging off. And I know everybody was like, "What's this guy dating a girl with?" I wasn't looking at the jacket. I was looking at how she was walking in the shoes and the way that her legs were walking. I don't even, whatever. We have to talk about something right now. We have to talk about it right now. And if there's men in the chat, you can get your hands ready to start typing some responses because I need to know the answer to this. What the fuck is wrong with the 3 women who were in Wicked and why are they so skinny? All of them have breastplates that I can see. These bones. I haven't seen these bones in a very long time, but there's all this bony stuff happening here. It's bones and the bones stick out here and here. And then there's like a breastplate area over here, like the Let's just draw it. Let's draw it. This is what the women from Wicked look like right now, okay? There's like over here in this area, there's like a bone over here, okay? And then there's like a bone over here. And then there's like bones in here, right? And then like it looks like this. All of them. Ariana Grande, the other lady, and the Asian lady. They all look like this. I can't even make myself. I could try. I can't make myself as skinny. Why do they look like that? And and why is it? Why does it look like that? They seem so fragile and so delicate. And when that guy jumped over the barrier and he came in Ariana Grande and Alphabet came over, like, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm afraid they're gonna break. Everything is very tight and skinny. And why do they look like that? And who is telling them that that's what we think is attractive? Or maybe they don't care about the attractive stuff, but like, why do they? I don't know. I also know, why did I do this? We can cover this up. I'm gonna cover this. Why are these girls on Ozempic? They just don't like that. They don't look right. They don't look right. Um, funeral lady that's in the chat, usually Amy, she came and she saved that Saturday show. She does a thing called Knit or Not. It's at the Center on Main, November 24th from 3 to 5 p.m. We invite you to join Amy Silver Rigtrup for an afternoon of conversations, cozy crafts, and yummy refreshments, all with no pressure, and you can go knit. I cannot knit. I can sew. I have like these I have wait, there's hold on. How do you find somebody walk me through this because I want to share something with you. Where on Instagram? I'm here on Instagram. Where do I find things I've bookmarked? Let me see this. Where are the things that I've bookmarked? Because there was something that I saw. Oh, saved. Oh, stand by. We found it. Hold on. Hold on. None of these are the things that I saved. Maybe I saved it under collections. No. Maybe I saved it under audio. No. Oh, man. I can't remember, but I saw something. Can I see something I liked? My activity. Likes. We're going to find this. It's the worst thing about Instagram is it gets buried and it's gone. I'm trying likes. Thank you, Pika C5W. We're on it. Stand by. We're going. We're getting there. We may have found this. Hold on. We might get there. We're getting there. I'm not proud of how many times I've liked videos of food eating itself, like these AI. Hold on. There's something that I was laughing at, and I was like, this is the funniest comment section in the world. I can't find it. It's not here. I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself, actually. Wait. I know I was watching it while I was in the living room, and Jeff told me to stop laughing because it was out of control. Oh, look, it's the stupid videos of the look what she's making. Popping the cranberries. See? I don't know. Also, do you guys know that there is a guy, he backs up trucks on Amazon and he plays music and he sings to you? There's that. Mm, mm, mm. Can't find it. Terrible. What a waste. Anyway, let's read some comments. So upset with myself. right, let's read some comments. A young black economist. Why would anyone want to be a Republican when they crash out over porn? It's just absolutely insane, bro. Luckily, I'm free to say whatever, free to do whatever, free to be. We are too. I am too. It's just they can be very judgmental. Mr. Reed is on the lawsuit. I was watching the drag queen rugby team yesterday. So funny. What's that? Oh, I'm behind on my own chat. I'm sorry I didn't plan the show out. You're just going to have to get what you get and you don't get upset. What's drag queen rugby? What's drag queen rugby? It is concerning how thin they have become on Wicked. It really, really is. I was also down this really crazy rabbit hole where I guess Amanda Bynes is saying that she got pregnant by the guy from like Nickelodeon or Disney or whatever, and now I don't know. Wait, my sister made those cranberries and everyone loved them. I didn't. They snap when you bite into them. Now I need to make them. Somebody's saying I'm losing people 10 at a time. It's okay. It's okay. The expectation of this was that we were going to barely get through it. Bye, Mel. Okay. I know the Amanda Bynes thing. All right. So with that being said, I feel like we're probably going to end this here. So it's been a weird week. The goals here are to LG is manipulating hardcore. She's so good at it. You're tired. The goal here is to be back on Saturday, do a regular Just Machado show, and then to Monday do our political show. I'm hoping that all of this drama has ceased. I will tell you, I got a message that there's like yet another post up about me. I don't think it's going to stop. I think it's going to continue. Let me just check a message because I know somebody was messaging me so I can see what's going on here. Stand by. Oh, yeah. So I guess there's a picture of me. I'll show it. Let's show it. This was sent to me. So this is a picture of, can I turn it sideways? Okay. So that's the picture of me. Okay. So that's me. And that's a picture of some guy's briefs. Okay. This picture hangs in the upstairs bathroom at the Brick Alley Pub in Newport. And I was out with my girlfriends and we all took pictures with this. I've been going to the Brick Alley Pub since I was a kid. It was like one of the places that my godmother used to take TT and I for our birthdays when we were little. After Abraham Manchester's, we would go sometimes there. We'd also go to Christie's, but Newport was where we would go for like our fancy birthday dinner. And so I've been going to Newport for forever. It was the first place I drove when I got a license and I got a car. I drove to Newport by myself. Brick Alley Pub is my favorite restaurant of all time. I think it's Nathan Reed's favorite restaurant in Newport as well. Brick Alley Pub is my absolute favorite restaurant. I go every year for my birthday with TT. I didn't steal anything from Brick Alley Pub. I wanted to steal something and I admitted to it beforehand, and they gave me a picture, a print of the Brick Alley Pub. And then TT got one this year when we went for our birthday. So we go every year for our birthday. Even at times in my life when I wasn't with TT, I would still go to Brick Alley Pub, sometimes with my kids. I even went to Brick Alley Pub alone for one of my birthdays. Brick Alley Pub is my favorite restaurant of all time. I'm extremely nostalgic for it. The awnings out front are yellow and white striped. There's always flowers. The inside is full of old things. And you know how much I love old things. It's my absolute favorite. There's a second floor at Brick Alley Pub. And if it's busy or you don't get to go downstairs or whatever, you got to go upstairs, or sometimes there's a bathroom, whatever. There's a bathroom upstairs. Anyway, one night I went there with my girlfriends and we were upstairs, and that picture's hanging in the bathroom upstairs. That's not really me and some guy and an OnlyFans. That's me and the infamous picture that's upstairs in the bathroom at the women's bathroom at Brick Alley Pub. Also, I didn't have any double chins back then. So anyway, there's that. Hold on. Give me a second. Jump in the chat so I can read some of these. I wonder if there's a way that I can see people's super chats. Let me go into, I just want to say thank you to anybody who donated. I know some people sent me some Venmos this week and I responded to them. If I haven't, I will go back. The people who sent me text messages, emails, messages, all of the things. Thank you. I was down bad and I think I'm over it. I don't know. We'll see how I am tomorrow. Hold on. I just want to see if I can see the super chats in here if I go to my YouTube so that I can thank you all. Because I can't see them on here and I can't see them on my phone in the chat. So let's just try here. Hold on. I also want to thank Ben Rosa for his insightful political thoughts about everything that's been going on this week, if that makes sense. Let's see if I can see these things. I don't think I can see them right here. I'm sorry, I can't see them. All right, let me just go back to some comments and then we will end it and I'll get home early and get a good sleep. I remember I told you guys I bought curtains for my living room downstairs. I bought curtains for my living room downstairs for the first time ever because I've been giving Julia things to go to her house. She's doing great at her house, by the way. I am very sad she didn't come home. She said she was going to come home yesterday before she went to work and she was going to stop by, and she didn't. And she didn't stop by this morning and she didn't stop by this afternoon. And I am 100% okay with that. That's actually how it should be. But I am very sad. I miss her very, very. I miss her very much. So I bought these curtains because I needed to I have never bought new curtains for my living room in all the years that I've lived there. Please read LG's latest post. All right, let's do that before we go. Let's go. Let's go check it out. Let me get on X. I bought new curtains downstairs so I could take the ones that were downstairs, put them up in my room, and then I gave Julia mine for her house. I've been going around and taking things from my house and then just giving them to Julia. My bedroom is completely empty. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in my bedroom. Let's go see what Lindsay wrote. I will do that. Stand by. Just curious, how did your coffee girl learn about the video? She saw it on the internet. It is literally everywhere on Facebook down here. Everywhere. She said she saw it on Facebook. It's everywhere. Look at this queen. Look. Good night, Kate. It only took you 39 years, but you finally met your match. Stand by. Wait, there's more things here. Wait, we can't go yet. We can't go yet. I have to read this. Hold on. Lindsay Catani 31 minutes ago said, so much to unload, such little time. Disclaimer, do not read if you have recently ate or plan on eating anytime soon. Okay. Krusty insinuating in a post that my son was injured by me and admitting that she was so angry that she actually had to pretend to help me for real, when the only other time she had, quote, helped watch my kids were when I was going to the police station or courthouse related to Aiden and her hopes of him going to jail. And when she showed up, my aunt was there. How annoying, right? How dare I call someone I thought I was a true friend in an emergency? According to her, she was only being reimbursed by Jen McCabe and Company for instances that benefited them. See her previous messages where she claims she was paid by them for childcare costs. Does she have receipts here? How dare I reach out to someone I thought was a friend for something unrelated to incarcerating Aiden Carney? Truth is, I often co-sleep with my two youngest children since we are so bonded and close, something Kate knows nothing about. They have their own rooms and own beds, but they like to be close to me and cuddle at night. But they also don't like to be next to each other, so I get the bitch seat in the middle of my queen bed. My now 5-year-old fell off the bed in the middle of the night and hit his head on the nightstand. I called my aunt, who didn't answer at first because it was the middle of the night. I texted her, no response. Then I called Kate. She said she was getting home from a night out and sounded annoyed. So I told her if she couldn't come, it was fine. I would just take my other kids with me to the hospital. She begrudgingly said she would come. Then, right as Kate arrived, my aunt, who I had texted, also arrived. Kate was pissed beyond belief. My aunt said hi to her twice, and KP completely ignored her. My aunt had worked all day, and I knew she was exhausted, but she told me to just tell Kate she could go home and she would stay with the kids. I tell Kate this, and she says, "Thank God," and storms out of my apartment. I then brought my son to the hospital while my loving aunt stayed with my other kids, who were all asleep. Kate and her bullshit about caring about my kids is exactly that, bullshit. You don't say you care about someone's kids and then continue to drag said person's kids in a public post with lies and claim they are being physically harmed. And then Lindsay tags Netflix, Sandpaper Films, and Zora from Sandpaper. This is who she really is. Kate is a disgusting human, and she's passing that off to her now adult children. Wait, are Kate's kids adults? I'll take it to the chat. Does she have kids that are adults? Kate is a disgusting human, and she's passing that off to her now adult children. I will not stoop to her level and inform you of what I know about her adult kids. Oh, they are adults, because I'm not and will never be Kate Peter. By the way, the only bleeding in my apartment that ever happened was a few days after Mother's Day when Kate Peter came to my apartment in the middle of a stream she was on with yellow cottage tails. She asked to use my Do I want to read this, Jessica? By the way, the only fuck me. By the way, the only bleeding in my apartment that ever happened was a few days after Mother's Day when Kate Peter came to my apartment in the middle of a stream she was on with yellow cottage tails. She asked to use my bathroom, my master bathroom, and left shortly after. When I finally went to fuck you, Lindsay. When I finally went into my bathroom, I was horrified and disgusted to see Kate had left period blood all over my toilet seat, the walls, the light switch, and the doorknob. Everyone who knows me knows that I have a compulsion with cleaning, germs, and organization. This was the most disgusting thing I have ever encountered in my life, and I have 3 sons, so that is saying something. By the way, Kate has never given me a cent. In fact, almost every single time we went out for lunch, dinner, drinks, or ordered to take out, I would pick up the tab in full and put on my credit card, even though I am destitute, because that's how I was raised. And I have the receipts to prove it. In addition, the few times I went on her disgusting YouTube show, there were numerous donations that were intended and labeled for me, and Kate never gave me a cent. Eric, the PI, can attest to this, as he was one of them. Kate Peter is a filthy, dirty liar. Not that you needed to be reminded. I'll address every single one of her other lies with receipts. And then there is a screenshot, and it looks like it's a message between her and Kate Peter. And it's Lindsay saying, "Are you sure you're able to come? I'll just bring all the kids and drive there if you can't." Kate says, "Yes, I'm sorry. I'm trying to wake Andy up to move his car. If I can't get him up in 10, I will let you know at your door." September 16th, 2024. Uh, what's happening? Oh, there's another one 4 hours ago. As do you guys want to go or can I just finish this? Let me read this. Oh, this is a long one too. Wait, there's a Ken Mello. This is Lindsay's post 4 hours ago. Can I say that? Can I say this with something like, let me do it a little bit dramatic. Like, I feel like if my breastplate. Hold on, let me make sure my hair is good. It's not, but let's just, can I say this one dramatically? Should I do it in a Cartman voice? Turn off the lights. Should I read it with a British accent? Cue the beaver moon. Can you imagine if I have Lindsay come in for a beaver moon ceremony where she eats Kate's name? Okay. Should I read it ASMR? Can we do it ASMR? All right, let's just read it. As I'm sure everyone expected, Kate Peter is now spiraling out of control in a full-blown panic, making post after post on X where she's making up complete lies about me, disparaging me, blackmailing me, trying to intimidate me, bringing my innocent children into her freak out by making up grotesque lies, etc. Coincidentally, just recently, someone has been calling in fake complaints to my apartment complex, calls to my family members to harass them, calls to harass the father of my children, and much more that I cannot reveal due to these events being looked into. I'm actually mean no disrespect to Lindsay. I'm trying to be dramatic. I knew this would be the consequence of speaking the truth about her, but sometimes you have to weigh the options between what is right and the danger from these evil people who will go to any lengths to silence you. Considering she has a history of intimidating and harassing witnesses and many violations of HPOs, I'd be lying if I said this behavior isn't making me nervous and making me think maybe I should stop speaking out. The safety of my children and myself is not worth Kate Peters' unhinged, dangerous wrath, so I have some thinking to do. In the meantime, here's some more proof that her and Peg Bundy are cons and liars. The text from Ken Mello telling me to, quote, not to let Aiden in wasn't sent until the day after Aiden was at my house. As a matter of fact, the Medfield police were standing in my apartment as I received this text from Mello. Kate is going to try and spin anything and everything in her favor. Just remember, context matters, and she will say and do literally anything at this point to save her own ugly and very smelly ass. And this is a screenshot of a text message from Ken Mello on December 24th, 2023. Lindsay says, Aiden just texted me. He said, quote, do you have the piece of paper you took? And Ken Mello responds, ignore the text and any calls you get. Please do not speak to him. It will only upset you. This is why. This is wild, right? Just so people know that Lindsay was talking to Ken Mello. This is wild. Please do not speak to him. It will only upset you. And Lindsay says, okay. And then he said, please don't let him in. If he comes to the door, call 911. This is wild just to see this. It's wild. Crazy. Lindsay's talking about postmenopausal women in here. Hold on a second. This evil postmenopausal woman, she's taking out her anger on me that she's been harboring since middle school when her classmates used to yell out Firebush at her as she got up to throw away her trash during lunch in the cafeteria. Oh, she's talking about her. Just relax, Lindsay, because some of us maybe we are in menopause and we just can't help it. We don't know what to do. Just so you know, Ken Mello has been active on social media in like the town groups. I saw him like comment on some stuff in like the Somerset town groups. He's doing okay. He's been very vigorous online. Did Lindsay post a song? She posted a video of I Can Feel It in the Air Tonight, and it's got, oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, it's Julie Carpenter. Okay, so this is great. Let's check. Let's just check Aiden's page and see if there's anything I missed. Because you know that's what you got to do every day until you. This is where you get all the information. This is where you get everything. Aiden said it's now past the closing of court business on November 19th. Robert Cosgrove has once again failed to file in opposition to our motion to dismiss the motion to recuse, missing the deadline for a third straight day. He has not contacted the court or my attorneys to ask for more time, despite being well aware that the deadline has passed. There are no unsubstantiated rumors that Karina Kolokithis has filed a criminal complaint against Jennifer McCabe for witness intimidation. If this is true, is that the reason for Cosgrove's delay? He should do himself and the taxpayers a favor and drop the charges against me. He has lost his will to fight. I am pretty confident that this isn't going anywhere, right? Bettero chimed in and said, for those of you who continue to ask after 3 days, no, this is not normal. In fact, it's pretty far from normal. Yeah, I mean, I think, well, listen, I think anybody who is pro Aiden has always been on the side of he was doing everything right. I don't know if anybody ever expected the proof that we've been getting. I don't know if anybody's ever expected to see screenshots from Lindsay Gattani. I'm not really sure we've ever expected the Ken Mello stuff. I'm not sure. It's almost like I don't know. You always kind of knew. Didn't you always kind of know? But it's like really great to get the proof. You know what I mean? I don't. It's listen. It's as equally as a made-for-TV movie as the Karen Reed situation. I've always said these are two totally separate, different things. You have the Karen Reed corruption and that stuff, but then you have the Aiden stuff. And I think they are both equally egregious because just to say, like, if Aiden gets convicted of these things, he's going to jail for a long time. Right? He could technically go to jail longer than Karen would for like manslaughter or whatever. And so to me, these, while intertwined, two very separate things. It's why I was always more interested in covering Aiden's case than anything else, because as an independent journalist or even a journalist or a reporter, like he is doing, he does what all other reporters do. Always. It's always been that part about him going to the door and knocking on the door. You see reporters do it all the time. It's a bigger picture about mainstream media, new journalists, independent journalists, new media, as opposed to mainstream media. And like people like Sue gatekeeping media and news and even commentary, and people like me and Aiden and Mass News Daily, Jack Gately, Mike Urban, Maine Wire is kind of substantiating themselves a little bit just because they've been doing just extraordinary work. Steve Robinson. It's, to me, I've always leaned towards the Aiden story because I'm always like one day away from picking up a story where I was really close to that with the Jacob Pothier story. I was doing drive-bys looking for this woman who, was in a car and, sleeping with this teenager, and, the kid died. I was driving by where she was working. I was looking at her house. I was pretty close to doing the things that he was doing. And I'll tell you what, if I had seen her on any one of those times, I would have taken my phone out and I would have gone right there and asked her questions. Is that witness intimidation? There's a case there. You know what I mean? Like, what? I don't know. So I've always, you know what I mean? I've always been very interested in this. I'm not saying like people getting accused of murder happens all the time. It does. Karen's case is extremely unique. But all you true crime girlies, like this is like, there's endless cases. The story about Aiden and what's happening to Aiden is pretty unique. It's pretty unique. So I'm always been very drawn to that. I very rarely miss a court hearing of Aiden's, because I just want to see it through. And I think he's very close to having all of these charges dismissed. How do you catch a unique rabbit? Is that a joke? Or are you going to give it to us? I'm waiting. It's not coming. I don't see it. I can't believe Cosgrove is just ignoring the deadline. Unique up on it? I don't know what that means. I didn't. You have to explain it. If you have to explain it, then it's not funny. Oh, you want to tell me your joke? I'll take jokes. Karen is old news, but I watch court cases daily. Um, Yeah, so funny. Jeff messaged me and he was like, "Oh, did you see Karen is suing everybody?" Yes, it's great and it's exciting and it's definitely something that everybody was hoping that she would do. I am very sorry I can't get into it. I don't know what it is. I'm not into it. Oh, unique. Oh, got it. Unique up on it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm just not into it anymore, and I don't know why. I can't figure that out. Somebody has to Dr. Phil me. Somebody has to ask me, why aren't you interested in this anymore? Why aren't you interested in seeing this through? Why aren't you interested in the civil case? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know why. I have no idea. All right. We got to be done. It's 9:20. We're going to be done. We went close to 10. I'm going to pack it up. I'm going to go home. And then when I get into bed, I'm going to read all of the comments and message you guys. I hate that my eyes go off to the side. I just opened this up and I saw Matt McCabe's face. Let's read some text messages that I just got. Oh my God, I have 14 text messages. You whores. Hold on. Let's open these up. Hi, Jess. I won't say your name. It's one of your besties. Can you give me your studio address? Oh, so she sent this yesterday. I haven't responded. I'm going to respond. Will message you after show. Okay, let's see the next message. Who's texting me and telling me to turn off the lights? Next message. I'm watching Bunny After Dark. I am so happy to see you're doing this tonight. I love the natural look. This is my Bar Harbor beauty. The tasting of wedding food and joy. You are so courageous and I am grateful. Oh, I know who this is, and I don't know why, but some of these so this person sent me a bunch of links, but they just keep saying tap to load preview and they never came through. Let's do this next one. An image. Somebody sent, here's another memory. Still hating. Stay strong. You guys know Nicole Sliney, she was one of my advertisers for the Jess Machado show on Saturdays. She sent me a memory from Facebook from November 19th of 2013, 12 years ago on this day. I posted this. I haven't even checked my Facebook memories today. And it says, I wrote, had such a shitty night last night and the start of the day was no better. Things have been going so well lately. I almost forgot that people out there have nothing better to do than hate on me. This is 13 years ago. Then I got a visit at my store from not only Larissa Wilcox, but Jen Kemp too. It was a Garden City Victoria's Secret reunion. Ending my night with a pep talk from my sister from another Mr. Nicole Sliney, and everything is all better. Tucking the kids in bed and going to hang out with my husband. Hashtag, this is when hashtags are a big deal. Hashtag hate all you want. Hashtag this status is for the haters. Hashtag keep my profile public just for you. Hashtag living the American dream. Nicole Sliney just gets me. She's like, bitch, this is where you were 13 years ago. You're still talking the same old shit. People were hating you 10 years ago, 13 years ago. And look, you just still, thanks, Nicole. Thank you. Oh, this is Cyber Chick. Yes, about coming on Saturday. I will message you and we'll send you a link. Cheech is sending me a message and says, tell Erin to get the fuck back. We need her to sit with the bookcase out of out of line, like off to the side. Oh, this is no. So to the bestie that sent me this message and said, "I'm sorry. I feel like an asshole for sending you the screen recording on Monday. I had no idea you were dealing with all that bullshit. I'm sorry if that screenshot added extra stress." No, it didn't. Don't worry. That's okay. Um, wait, somebody sent me a phone number and it says, wait, hold on. Your vulnerability is admirable and is the reason why people keep coming back. Keep laughing and stay strong. Um, Erin will be back. Also, ask your dunks lady what her favorite porn is tomorrow. I dare you. I can't. We can't do that to Lucy. She's a grandma. But somebody sent this person sent me. I don't know who this is because I don't know who this is, but they sent me a contact and it says that's for a prank call. Don't announce his name if you don't want to know who he is. What should I do? Should I make this prank call before we hang up? Am I going to get in trouble? I think I'll do it. We'll end the show on that. Okay. We'll do this crank call and then we're going to go. Then we'll be back on Saturday. We're going to do the Jess Machado show Saturday. We got to leave a little early, 12 o'clock. We're capping out at 12. All right. You guys want to call it? What should we say? Hold on. I have to come up with a personality for this. Sorry, Jimmy. Okay. I'm going to say, okay. I'm going to say, I got it. Okay. I got it. Okay. Let's do it.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Jessica, and I'm calling to book Lindsay Gattani on your next show.
What kind of show would that be?
Do you do a podcast?
I wish I did. Do you know who I am?
No, I do not. Who are you?
I was formerly known as Hurricane Peter McDaly. I fought Mike Tyson first when he got out of prison.
You did?
Yes.
You fought Mike Tyson when he got out of prison.
Yes.
So can I?
Google my name.
What's your name?
Peter
Yes.
McNeely. McNeeley.
So Peter, I'll be honest with you. I do a podcast. I'm live on air right now, and I was joking.
Cool.
I was joking with all my followers, and I said I'm going to crank call some people, and somebody.
Hey, you could not believe how many times I had a landline back then called the Hurricane Hotline, announcing where my fights were in the local area of Massachusetts. And I told Von Tyson, I got more prank calls than you could ever possibly imagine.
I took your number. Somebody texted and said, call this guy for a crank call. Wait, so how old are you?
Currently, I am, this past October 6th, I'm 57 years old.
Okay. Am I bothering you right now? Is it too late for me to call you?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Hey,
What?
if you were bothering me, I would have hung up on you already.
What was it like to fight Mike Tyson? Who won? Wait, who won?
It was short, but I went right at him.
Did he win?
Yes.
He won. He was angry. He just got out of jail, obviously.
If I won, you trust me, you would know who I was.
Well, everybody knows who you are right now, Peter.
All right. So that was my 38th professional boxing match.
Okay.
At the end, my last pro fight was in Cape Town, South Africa.
Really?
On 9 days' notice from here in Massachusetts.
So you fought in Cape Town, South Africa.
Yes, that was my last pro fight.
It was
So
your
at
last
the
fight.
I lost to the WBF heavyweight champion Mike Bernardo. Hey, Mike took his own life years later.
Oh,
So Rip WBF champion. So at the end, I won 47, I lost 7, and I knocked out 36 guys.
are you proud of that? Is that a good record for you? Are you happy with
Well,
it?
27-7
Yeah.
doesn't sound too bad to me.
How did you do you have a minute? Like how did you do this? Like why did you start fighting?
I am a third generation heavyweight boxer.
Really?
My father, Tom McNeely Jr., fought Floyd Patterson for the heavyweight championship of the world, December 4th, 1961, at Maple Leaf Gardens, Toronto.
What
And,
and then so
when I was a kid,
right.
finding my father on the cover of Sports Illustrated
Really?
and Ring magazine, I knew like I wanted to be a boxer. Now, the strangely coincidental thing about it all is when I fought Mike Tyson was originally taught by Cus D'Amato. Cus D'Amato was his boxing mentor. And Cus D'Amato also taught Floyd Patterson.
Oh,
So like that is so like Mike Tyson, we're friends today.
really?
Yeah, my only wife in my life died. Took her own life 4 years ago. Had her 2 sons home in Boston. But within a little over 24 hours, Mike Tyson called me.
Really?
Called me and texted me.
Really?
Yes. So when I saw the text that I called him back, it was really him.
Really?
Yeah. Well, he said, I'm so sorry for your loss, my brother. You need me, call me anytime.
I'm sorry about the loss of your wife.
Hey,
That's pretty tragic.
it is, yes it is. But 4 years later, I'm still trying to meet 57 years old, still trying to meet the next Mrs. McNeely or the next possible Mrs.
So you're 57 years old and you're trying to meet your next wife is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I do a podcast. I don't have a lot of people watching right now. It's on my ticker here. It says I have 4,538 of them. Maybe we can do some sort of like a matchup or something like that.
Raffle Peter McNeely off.
I can raffle you off. Where do you live? Where do you live right now? Where am I calling you? Where are you?
Well, like if you Google my name,
Okay.
Peter McNeely.
Yes.
McNeely.
Yes.
Like I lived in Medfield, Massachusetts most of my life.
Okay.
I trained and boxed out of Brockton, Whitman, and Brockton again.
Yeah.
Real boxing gyms.
Right.
So while I was going to Bridgewater State College,
Hmm.
I was training and sparring with the world champions pro fighters at the Petronelli gym in Brockton.
Mm-hmm.
That where, like only months earlier, after I had my first time there, my father brought me there. My father knew everybody in boxing in Massachusetts and around the country. So, yeah,
So you're still in
I think
Massachusetts?
boxing got me my diploma.
Oh,
I had 21, I'm sorry, I had 20 amateur fights while I was in class and training every night.
right.
And, one night I was coming out of the Petronelli gym, and a man approached me, Vinny Vecchione, said, "Hey, can you come down to Whitman and spar with a heavyweight I have? And I'll give you the money too." And I said, actually, he handed me, he shook my hand with money in it when I met him.
Wait, he shook your hand with money in it?
Yeah,
Really?
well, the first time I met him.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, kind of guy that knows how to deal with people
Yeah.
on a professional level.
How old were you?
So-
What would you say, 19?
Oh, God. I was 22,
Mm,
21.
baby, huh?
But yeah, I went down and sparred with the guy.
Hmm.
And what was happening was Petronelli brothers went into their passed away now. But they had gotten into, one brother running the gym one night or one day, and the other one running. It got, basically it got stupid there,
Ugh.
So I went with Vinny down to Whitman. My last amateur fight with him. Then I had 54 professional fights with him.
Wow.
And, won 47, lost 7.
Yeah.
But
My
Like,
followers who are
but-
listening, wait, my followers that are listening are saying that's a very good record, by the way, 47-7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in pro heavyweight boxing, I'm proud of it.
What's the weight limit? What's your weight limit for heavyweight? What was it?
Well, like when I was an amateur,
Right.
I was like 190, they call it heavyweight when you were 195 pounds.
95, 195.
Yeah, when I was an amateur, but I steadily, because I got older, Vinny said, "Trust me, you're gonna be a heavyweight."
Right.
And then when I fought Mike Tyson at the weigh-in, I was 224. He was 220. They re-weighed us 1 hour before the fight.
Yeah.
We both now I was 220 and he was 216.
Oh,
Rep.
yikes.
Exactly.
Yikes.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Yikes.
Yikes. What did you
But like I said, I went right at him.
what did you think of Manny Pacquiao?
Love Vinny.
Yeah.
How can you not love Vinny?
What happened to him? Why do you think things went down so hill with him? I thought he had like a lot more to go. You know what I mean?
Well, like myself, one thing that cannot be beaten. It's undefeated.
Yeah.
The clock on the wall.
Yeah.
You can't beat you can't beat it.
Yep. What do you
But-
smoke a pack a day, Pete? Why is your voice so gravelly?
Well, my voice has been like this most of my life, but I don't help it. I don't help it by vaping.
You vape?
Yeah,
Stop it.
yeah.
Why?
People, it's a riot because my nose has been broken so many fucking times.
Oh,
When I exhale,
yeah.
it goes out one nostril.
Yep.
I call it the one-eyed dragon.
Hmm. You call it the one I drink because yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
What did you have for dinner tonight?
Oh my God, I've been eating all day. I mean, I'm a heavyweight. I'm still 6'2", 214 pounds.
6'2", 214. That's not big.
What?
That's not heavy. That's not big.
Still heavyweight.
Oh, it is. I guess it's still the class. What did you have for dinner? You've been eating all day. What did you eat?
Yeah. Well, I was really hungry. So at like 11 a.m.,
Yeah.
started boiling water.
Okay.
And then I have a huge bowl of pasta.
Okay. With sauce or butter?
Which I put a hot sauce on it. The real Asian hot.
Oh, like hot?
Hey.
Oh, spicy hot.
They call it shrika hot.
Okay.
So hot you shriek. but anyways, I put that on.
Yeah.
Then I put a garlic sauce.
Okay.
So I ate. That was huge.
At 11 a.m.?
By the time that was all done, it was lunchtime. It was a big bowl.
Jesus
and
Christ.
I've just been eating other berries. You know,
You've been grazing all day?
exactly.
Grazing. Okay.
I'm a consistent grazer. But hey, if you fight me, your best option is that I only graze you with punches.
Listen, I didn't mean to impose or bother you. What were you doing when I called? Were you watching
Say your
TV?
name,
Jessica. It's Jessica.
Jessica. Where are you?
I'm in Fall River.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Are you in Fall River?
No, but I fought the Golden Gloves.
Wait,
there.
did you have a nickname? Oh, at the PAL maybe? Do you have
At
a
the PAL?
I knew it. I knew it.
Hey,
Wait, did you have a nickname?
Have you heard of? I'm not sure if he's alive. Have you heard of Jim Morissette?
No.
I fought John Andre in the Golden Gloves heavyweight final.
Hmm.
Lost a close decision. But
What
yeah,
what
I'm in North Andover.
Oh, okay. All right. Did
I-
you have a
I-
nickname? What was your nickname?
Yeah.
What was it?
Hurricane.
Oh,
Peter
Hurricane.
McNeil.
Got it. I have a nickname. Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
It's Bunny.
Oh. How old are you, buddy?
I am 49. I'm going to be 50. But I have really good skin because I've been using some new stuff. But yes, I'm 49.
Are you single?
No, Peter, I am not single. I'm married.
Kids?
Yes, I have 3 of them.
Awesome.
Are you shooting your shot with me? I'm just calling you to chat and you're shooting your
Awesome.
shot.
No, I just said
As soon as I said Bunny, that's it. I knew it.
of course.
What?
You have to ask.
Of course.
Yeah,
This is very unexpected. I've had a really bad week and somebody sent me your number and said, call this guy as a crank call. And I could not have expected it would have gone this way.
Listen, I'm so sorry you've had a bad week. Like, for instance, anytime I open my mouth, people think I'm drunk or on drugs.
Okay.
That's the way I talk.
Right.
But it's from getting hit in the head too much.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think you're drunk.
Matter of fact, I battled cocaine and alcohol for decades. So this past Halloween, for 9 years, no beer, no alcohol, no cocaine.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. 9 years. A day at a time.
First of all, that's pretty extraordinary. So, I mean, that I don't know. That's 9 years, first of all, especially like with the industry and the career and you know what I mean? Like you're only a fighter for so long, you know, and so many guys like they have a hard time dealing with like the post career
Believe
life.
me, Believe me.
Yeah. Good for
I
you.
know all about it.
Good for you.
Like, believe me. You call me anytime.
I can call you anytime. Are you sure? So if I call you every Wednesday for a
No,
check-in,
mean,
what?
I mean for the podcast.
That's what I mean. I do a show every Wednesday. You want me to call you every
Because,
Wednesday?
believe me, I'm loaded with stories, trivia,
Okay.
blah blah and blah blah blah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take you up on that. I will call you every Wednesday and you can come on and give me a story or a joke or do you have a joke? Like if you're at a bar, well, you're not at a bar because you don't drink anymore, but if you got to tell a joke, do you have a joke like in your pocket that you always use? Do you have a joke?
Oh yeah,
Can you tell it?
yeah.
Tell me.
I'm not gay. My boyfriend is.
Love it. It's so good. You're my new favorite. You're my pets now.
All day, every day.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you humoring me with this call. I'm watching the chat of all of my listeners watch this and they are loving everything about this. They are saying they love you. Somebody looked you up. You have a page on Wikipedia. I saw that. Some people can't believe it's you. They can't believe that I'm talking to you.
Well, the best thing I could do is, when we're done talking on the
Are you
phone,
going to send me a selfie?
yeah,
It's
send you.
keep it above the belt, Peter. I'm not kidding.
Say it again.
Keep it above the belt. You take a picture, you keep it.
Listen, I never do skin. I never do pics like.
I'm
I'm a
just kidding.
gentleman.
I thought we were friends here. I figured I could joke that way.
I'm a gentleman. the only time you see me with my shirt off is in a boxing ring.
Attaboy. Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate this.
All right, say your full name again.
My name is Jessica Machado.
Jessica.
Machado. Do you want me when I'm done with this?
Choose my phone as Jessica.
Oh, okay. Jess Bunny is best. When I'm done with this and my show is over, I'll send you a link to it and you can watch it on YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah? Okay.
While you're at it,
What?
put Peter McNeely into you.
I'm going to do all my research on you when we're done. So the next time I call you, I know more about you. This was a cold call. I didn't know who I was calling.
It's a cold call.
It was a cold call. I didn't know. I was playing a joke on you.
Hey,
What?
you're like a detective.
If you only knew, Peter. If you only knew.
I'll tell you what show I love.
What?
Still love it today.
What?
Watch it anytime it's on. It's Columbo.
You like Columbo? Yeah. I don't watch
Yeah.
shows. I should watch more shows. I don't watch shows or movies.
Yeah, I'm 57 years old.
I know. You sound like you're 97. Stop fucking vaping. Jesus Christ. I thought I was talking to you at the senior citizens home for crying out loud. You're only 50 fucking 7.
I vape.
I
The
know.
only other thing I'll do when somebody brings it over here, if somebody rolls up a green one, I'm smoking. But I'm against alcohol and
No more Coke.
hard drugs.
No more
street
Coke.
drugs.
Right. Good. I'm glad.
All right. Even Mike is major in the marijuana industry.
Of course. Everybody is now. Everybody. Not me. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything.
I understand.
I did try cocaine one time, but it was like I didn't snort it. I just rubbed it on my lips. I was in a bathroom and these girls like offered it to me and I got scared. I didn't know what to.
And did you
Listen, Peter, what happened was I went into
Hey,
the bathroom.
When you're ready to go to the dentist after that,
Listen, it's a story for another time. I'll tell it to you the next time. All right, bestie. This was really fun. Thank you for taking
Bye.
this call.
Jessica Bunny.
Yes, Jessica Bunny.
You have to call me again.
I will.
Do another show.
I will.
Have a great night.
Thank you, Peter. You too. Good night. I need to think this over. I need to think about this whole thing for a second. Who sent me this? Who sent me this phone number? Hold on. I got to go to we got to get on. We're getting close to 10 o'clock. We're going to set alarms. Who sent me this? Hold on. This person, you better text me your name right now. Who is this? He was in a Pizza Hut commercial. He said, oh, now he tells me he fought Mike Tyson in the 90s. I didn't know who this was. I hope he's still alive. He got arrested in Stoughton for stealing M&Ms. This is the tea I needed to know. We're going to have him on next week. Call him a yellow dog and say you hear girls giggling in the background. That if you say dirty things, he's going to keep talking. I die. Whoever texted me this, you need to tell me who you are. This is the best thing ever. I needed this. You needed this. We all needed this. Peter needed this, apparently. Jessica Bunny. Peter, you sound like you're 97. Jesus Christ, I literally thought like I was waking this man up from slumber. He's 57. Okay. I can't wait to go back and read this chat on the side. This is so funny. I won't tell. They're saying, haha, I'll tell you who I am, but you won't tell the rest of I won't tell the besties who you are. Just say off record. That's how us independent journalists. Oh, okay. Hi. Okay. Got it. Sadly, he was a cokehead. I wanted to ask him coke questions, but I don't want to trigger him and have him going back. We got to keep him clean. I got to read the comments. Okay. So great. I'm so glad my skin looks good for this. This is legend stuff right here. This is so great. I can't wait to read the comments. Thanks to everybody who stuck around and stayed and supported. Thanks for these messages. I've got more texts, but I can't read them right now. Is that he's texting me pictures? Oh, he texted me. He texted me a picture of him and Mike Tyson in the ring, you guys. I die. He sent me a selfie. And he doesn't have a shirt on. He said he wouldn't show any skin, and he doesn't have a shirt on. This is actually kind of what I expected. How sad his wife died. Oh, he's our friend now. We must love him. What a great call. So great. Didn't I say keep it above the waist, Peter? And he's like, no skin. Sends me a shirt without a shirt. Sends me a pic without a shirt on. Okay. We got to go because it's late. It's 9:52. We got to hustle. Thank you to everybody for being here. Thank you for all the super chats, the donations. Thanks for dealing with me and being a mess this week. Thanks for everything. And a special thank you to Erin. I love you and I miss you. And I appreciate everything you've done for me. And I understand. And I'm sorry. And that's it. We'll talk to you guys soon. See you Saturday.